discretion is advised.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geek It Out. I'm yours truly, the Dave Bot there with my boy, Don Freaking Prime.
Evening, folks. Or if you're watching this at another time, good morning or good afternoon.
Good morning or good afternoon. And also, guys, you know what today is.
Happy Father's Day, everybody. Happy Father's Day. And remember, Yondu, he's Mary Poppins, y'all.
He's Mary Poppins, y'all. Dude, and then I saw another picture, too. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I had it right here. No, not that picture. Let me see. Wait, I have another video going? Okay, there you go. This is the picture I wanted to show. Right here. For some reason, my computer didn't want to update. There you go. Happy Father's Day. Yondu, you know, the big daddy. You know what's crazy? I'm actually surprised how Yondu ended up being like the poster father of Father's Day.
Well, yeah, I mean, the weird thing is, when you think about, fathers, major fathers of the 80s and early 90s that were on TV, let's just say Al Bundy ended up being the best one because he's the one that didn't end up in jail. Just say,
Wow.
You're putting pops and all that other stuff, so.
I just love that smile. I was hoping to bring out Yondu for tonight, but then I just remembered he is like in the back of my Avengers display case. So I'm like, oh, nope, I'm not gonna bring him out today. Not today, y'all.
Well, thankfully we get to see new Yondu as in the What If series, the Chadwick Boseman. So I can't wait to see what new lines he has now, because they're gonna amp it up because of what he is. And the whole eating them and, he's good for thieving, some of that type of line, but they're going to have to change it up, because we've seen that. So they're going to give him, hopefully, new catchphrases that'll stick.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Freaking weapon. Do you think we might get a freaking Yondu hot toy out of the... Like, they could do a reissue for the What If show. What If series.
I think they're going to. I think it's a gold mine for them. Again, if they're doing they're doing the comic concept of the comic versions, they're doing comic Iron Man. They're doing comic War Machine. This could almost be in that same realm. Like if they do the actual iron armor, like the tank armor that Steve Rogers is going to be wearing, that's going to be rotocast. Like the version 2 of the Hulkbuster. Because something that huge, even in plastic, if it was, plastic, a fully articulated figure, you're looking at $500-600 just for that, not including, mini Steve. That would be the size of a Peter Parker body. Because again, Peggy is Captain Britain.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to get that armor. You're probably going to get kind of like a prototype out of it, but nothing else. I don't think it's going to happen. It would be nice to get that figure, though, because it looks like kind of like an Ironmonger meets Iron Man tech.
Well, yeah, it looks like a merge between Ironmonger and one of the Hammer drones.
Yeah. The Rescue Mark 49 is fire. Oh, yeah, of course, it is fire, though. I just wish that it would have been the grail to have from that line if they had thrown in a full head sculpt, man. Because they already had it perfectly,
Well, people have tried the head sculpt that came from the Mark 9 set. Not the helmeted one, but her actual head. Mm-hmm. It'll fit. It does look off, though, with the neck. It doesn't look right, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so Sean C. is asking, how's the baby kidney stone, baby?
I'm fine. When that thing went by, I mean, I was drugged. I was medicated. I'm fine now.
But everyone, thank you for joining up. I know it's Father's Day as well. Like, there's a lot of people out there already, enjoying themselves, with the fathers or, enjoying their time with the families at the moment. So I understand that we might not have, a lot of people today on Sunday. But we have to talk about it. I really wanted to talk about it with you guys, whoever wants to come in and join with us, because another daddy has entered the fray. And he may very well be, worthy of today's discussion, and he's the reason why I had to bring up the spoiler talk. Like we haven't done a spoiler talk of the any of the Bad Batches, but today it had to happen. Our boy, freaking Cad Bane, baby, he's back. He is freaking back, baby.
Oh, and he's upgraded.
My god!
Not only is he back, he's upgraded his weapons. Because when he shot through Hunter's armor, again, that's not reg armor. That's not arc armor. That is full commando armor, which is, again, more advanced, than even the additional arc plates. That's the top of the line Kamino armor, and what he's shooting is going through that like hot knife through butter. So that means the Kaminoans might have upgraded his weapons to something specific to kill the protectability of the clone armor. So he being back, he might have gotten some advanced weapons too.
Yeah, because the thing is, we just saw it like an episode ago that these guys were getting blasted to hell by onslaught of droids, during that refinery. So yeah, Cad Bane was playing those games today. Cad Bane was not playing no freaking game. I love how Cad Bane just waltzed in and he's like, "All right, son, you get one chance. Hand over the kid, or you got." I love how Cad Bane just gives you a chance. That's his thing. Like, I'm gonna give you a chance to live. If not, say bye bye. He literally just shot the man down.
He's based off of Clint Eastwood.
He's Clint Eastwood? Wow.
No, he is literally based on Clint Eastwood. The man with no name. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The showdown scene between him and Hunter. The music was synced in Star Wars style, but it was synced to the do-do-do-do, when all three of them are facing, that music, it was synced to that.
Wow.
In the shots, like the faces and them going to the hands to, and for the weapon pull, yeah, it was, almost shot for shot.
That's an older Cad Bane right there, but wow, I didn't even think, dude, this showdown gave me freaking anxiety, bro, because I was like, oh, Hunter, do you know who you're talking to, Hunter? You're my boy, Billy. You're my boy, but freaking Clint Eastwood, you're messing with me. Cad freaking Bane, baby.
I mean, for a second, when I saw all the clones, then I'm like, what? Did Rex come back? And then all of a sudden, you hear that voice and you see that silhouette, and you're like, your jaw just drops for a second. I'm like, no,
dude. I started screaming. It was Cad freaking Bane because I was like, no way. Like, I think I was more excited to the fact that we might actually get a hot toy out of this. Like, literally.
Well, again, there's already been Sideshow has already made a Cad Bane.
Yeah.
So, and again, if anyone's wondering if Sideshow beats Hot Toys, if Exotic Carfax, it's already been done. It's Cad Bane in disguise. It's Cad Bane in clone armor. But he also has his own, he has a specialized helmet.
Well, I think he's talking about if they continue their animated line. Right? If they have...
okay. If the animated line? Oh, that would be insane.
Dude, hell, man, I could see people just canceling their damn General Grievances just to get Cad Bane in his cowboy outfit.
Damn, yeah. Wow, yeah. Didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, if you think about it, like, the Gambit figure, hell, you could use that freaking leather jacket and just customize your own Cad Bane, honestly.
Very true, very true.
But, dude, see, who would win in a fight? Mando versus Cad Bane. Shoot. That's a very good one. I'm trying to figure out who has the fastest trigger, who has the fastest quick draw. My guess, it would be Mando, but Mando would win after the fires were shot, because the thing is, Cad Bane is facing off against a damn Mandalorian armor. So even if Cad Bane wins the quick draw, Mando's gonna win the kill. So exactly. So it's a kind of like a hit or miss in a way. So Cad Bane will win the quick draw. Yeah, technicality. Yeah.
I mean, whoever wins. I mean, it's for whatever slight hesitation. one of their fingers is a little jacked up, so they're a microsecond slower. You know, those little things. But it's pretty much a 50-50 battle. You know, I mean, Mando gets the win for the fact he's wearing Beskar covering all his vital organs.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why. That one of the reasons why. Actually, it could have been a tie fight between the. If you guys have not seen this yet, and it is spoiler talk, but it's a deleted scene from the last season where there was a story arc that was supposed to take place between Boba Fett and Cad Bane, and Boba Fett, the young Boba Fett, won against Cad Bane, but it was a tie fight. They won. They both won the quick draw together, but Cad Bane could not kill Boba Fett. That's why he got the dent. That's why Boba has the dent on his armor, on his helmet,
Yep.
because of Cad Bane. Cad Bane delivered that shot, but Boba Fett did get the kill from Cad Bane, or won the fight.
They'll probably retcon that deleted scene to make it just as, you know, it was undetermined, you know, who quote unquote won or who was declared the victor, but that probably will still be the reason for Boba's dent in his helmet. But they'll just say Cad Bane survived or whatever. So they'll do something with the deleted scene to still keep it, you know, in memory, but it'll probably be the explanation for Boba's death.
But I'll say this much: I think pre Mando, before he started taking care of the kid, because at that point Mando's starting to get soft when he was taking care of Grogu. So before that, I think he probably has a slighter chance of beating Cad Bane. At that point, because after that, Mando was getting, you know, soft, and he wasn't as accurate as he used to be, or as ruthless, which is fine. You know, you have a kid now, so it makes sense. I understand that. But yeah, but Cad Bane, if he stayed 100%, if you guys had 100% brutality between both characters, I say it will pretty much be a tie fight. But depending on where Cad Bane delivers the shot, Mando can still win the fight, because after what happened between Boba Fett and freaking Cad Bane, and I'm thinking, what if we get a Cad Bane? No. What if we get a Boba Fett again in Bad Batch, but he's the one that saves Omega? He saves his sister. Yeah. What if that happens?
Yeah, because that would also potentially, again, if anyone's ever played the video game, that also potentially further leaves into the Clone Rebellion 10 years down their line. This is all setting up for the Clone Rebellion. I mean, Boba Fett is an unaltered clone himself, so Kamino's hire him as well under the guise of, you know, getting Omega. Then you have a pure unaltered genetic template of Jango, and you get the new one of Omega. Then you could possibly combine them.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, so again, who knows?
Okay, but, yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like, Boba will save Omega from Cad Bane. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling, because that would be, you know, it'd be funny. It'd be like Dave Filoni retconning his own work, because originally,
the thing is, though, they're all hired by them. They're all being hired by the Caminos to get Omega, so they're all fighting against each other. So it's not like Boba's going in to save the day. Boba's going in, he's getting paid to save the day, as what it appears. But, you know, it doesn't matter if it's Boba, if it's IG-8, if it's, what's her name? Pheonix. They're all going to take Omega back to, Kamino.
Bruh, peace has cost you your strength, man. The victory at defeating he's pulling the Bane. He's pulling a Bane right there. The Bane from DC, man. Batman. Oh my God, Dark Knight Rises. Dude, that's perfect. That's a freaking perfect quote right there, bro. Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh man, that's messed up though. Oh, quick thing. Negan, he's asking, hey Don, I know this is off subject, but could there be a possible problem between Boba Fett and Mando since Jango was against Death Watch, or am I totally wrong on that?
Oh no, you're not, because technically Boba has every right to rule, or claim the throne of Mandalore.
Yeah, because of Jax.
To own it. Yeah, because the weird thing is there's different sects of Mandalore, and they all follow different rules. One sect would believe Boba Fett, because of his father Jango, is the rightful Mandalore. Others, because Din has the Darksaber, are going to view that he is the rightful heir and the rightful ruler, thus Mandalore. So, yeah, they're both technically right, they're both technically wrong. Oh, yeah, I mean, they're going to play it off. Like, you already saw...
There's a lot of politics involved here.
Yeah, when you saw Boba call Katie Sackhoff, Bo-Katan, princess, that was both a slight and an acknowledgement of he knows who she is. But the thing is, I don't think that she knows or wants to acknowledge that technically he would surpass her in title as well, because he would technically, because of the death of the father, would be over her. She's just a princess. He technically would be Mandalore himself. So there's also that going on too.
Yeah, and also the fact that they canonized the comic book. Like, originally, the comic book between Jango's story, where Count Dooku actually faced off against Jango, and that's why Count Dooku wanted Jango to be the main specimen for for the clone army, for Palpatine's clone army, because of the bad brutality that Jango delivered on Jedis in open battlefield. Like, literally, Jango got freaking mad when his dad Jax died. He was like going in, and they canonize, and they fully canonized that in season 2 of
Jaster
Mandalorian.
Muriel.
Yeah, Jaster. I keep saying Jack, right? Jaster.
Yeah, Jaster Muriel.
Yeah. So that
was even in the codex. That on the chain code, Jaster Muriel as the one who took Jango in as a foundling. So that's now canon. Like, everything you were saying, like in the comic book, that's 100% canon now.
Yeah.
As confirmed by the Mandalorian show itself and the chain code that Boba put up. All that information was in there in Arabish.
Yep. So pretty much they canonized that, and the Jaster was in line for being the Mandalore.
No, he was essentially Mandalore.
Yeah, he was Mandalore, right? Yeah. So Jango Fett was in line, but he never accepted it again. So yeah. Well, not again, but he never went on to accept it because he didn't want to deal with the whole politics, and Boba Fett is pretty much following that same route. But it might change. It might all change now. Like in season 3, depending on what happens with Book of Boba Fett, we might see freaking Mando face it off with Boba Fett or something.
You might see almost like to take the planet back. You'll see a shared alliance. You'll see a Mandalore ruling council or something, which will be like Boba, Bo, and Din. Just, so they unite all the factions. Then I could potentially see for the show doing almost something like trial by combat. Where, it's like Boba's old and he's like, yeah, I'm out. It's between you two. And then you actually have to see Bo and Din fight.
Oh yeah, I could see the whole Bo and Din fight because it was their mission together. So technically, they both have the right in a way, but it's a technicality in a way. But also the fact that because of the what happened during the fight, because Mando didn't even know about the rules with the Darksaber. So in a way, they can really open up season 2 with them setting up the big fight between Mando and Bo for claim of Mandalore.
Yeah, true. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things, he lose possession of it and he's thought to have died. She takes over and then he comes back. Now, does he automatically get it back, or does, if he wanted it, does he have to get it back, or is it kind of like, yep, I'm done. You have it. Have fun. I'm alive. Go play by your game.
Yeah, there are 3 sects. There might be even more than that. Because I think there's 4. The sects of Mando, the pacifiers, the new Mando, and
there was also the protectors.
Yeah, the protectors.
Conquer Dawn, Foul Wrench from Rebels.
And if you include the lot that joined up with Darth Maul, which were technically a version of the Death Watch, but with subvariant of that. So there's a lot of different sects, more than just 3. Okay, that's why Mandalore is just so divided now. That's what I'm saying. If Mandalore ever got together again, it'll be an all-out freaking war once again throughout the galaxy. Okay, let's take over the galaxy again. That's the problem, though. That's why Darth Revan canceled that completely with the whole Mandalorian, Mandalore stuff. Because nope, no more of this, no more wars, no more Mandalore for you, no more leadership. It is done.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Game on.
Let me see. Question: would you be interested in seeing a Clone 99 figure by Hottoys? The only thing is, let me see. What I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind a Clone 99 because that's my boy. That's my boy, man. I got teared up in the episode, but I don't know if Hottoys will ever delve in that route.
How do you give him a body? How do you do that? Especially with the Hunchback. That would require an actual whole new body, because he technically
it will need a quill treatment
as a body.
It will need a quill treatment, and that's still even bigger, right?
Almost like Jawa.
So what I see happening, I see more of Omega happening before Clone 99. That's the only issue. That's the only issue I see. Because there's a lot of work into Clone 99. That's the only problem with Clone 99. There's a lot more work into it versus, you got to create the hunch. You got to... It's going to be a weird situation. I wouldn't mind it, though. It'll be a cool flex, though. Oh, that's nice, to honor Clone 99 because of, the Bad Batch is named after, our boy Clone 99.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking of something what would come with Clone 99. He would probably have to come with the training uniform helmet. That almost looked like the Phase 1, but with the clear. And then it just got me thinking, what if Hot Toys did training uniform clones?
Training uniform, dude, that'd be
where they have the green Phase visor 1 helmet, but it's open.
Yeah,
and you can see the Tamora Morrison face, and the different green and the different the blue. That would actually be something I'd be really interested in.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. But I see the shinies coming in before that, though.
Oh yeah. We'll get the shinies and we'll get the veterans, and then I don't even know if they're gonna go for the hardcore variants, because it doesn't even look like the Coruscant Guard is selling that well for them to even invest anything other than the 501st and 212.
I've been telling you, man. What they should have done was done Commander Fox first, and then released the pre-orders for the Coruscant Guard. Because there's who are you gonna set that up with right now? Nobody. Literally, you got nobody to set that up with at the moment with with Coruscant Guard, except for the Darth Maul. The thing is, not many people are gonna pick up CW Darth Maul. They rather pick up Coruscant Guard for Commander Fox.
Unless they're dropping and holding something back, and we're going to end up seeing Vader and Palpatine, in the next 8 episodes of Bad Batch. Because again, now that Crosshairs is basically going to have to get the Vader treatment. He's going to become a cyborg. And actually, Crosshairs might actually be turned into an actual Dark Trooper. A Phase 1 or Phase 0 Dark Trooper, where he's got to be cybernetically enhanced because of all his injuries.
Hot Toys can still make Fox. Yes, Hot Toys can still make Commander Fox. The only thing is, marketing-wise, it would have been a better sale for the Coruscant Guard if they threw in the main guy for the Coruscant Guard, which was Commander Fox. A big flex would have been a Palpatine, because, the Coruscant Guard usually are with only... kind of like the Royal Guards. In a way, the Royal Guards, you can't have those without your Palpatine, And usually, the Coruscant Guard, you can't have your Coruscant Guard with your Commander Fox or Palpatine.
Exactly, or burned up, charred up Anakin.
You have Ahsoka to go with the Coruscant Guard, yeah, but it's not as memorable or as
It doesn't make as much sense aesthetically. Are you going to drop your money on a diorama or just?
It's not as iconic. There you go. It's not as iconic.
Yeah. Or you're gonna have try to do the scene where Anakin's burning and you have Palpatine and the four royal the 4 Coruscant Guards running up to him, or get the med pod. If they do something again like Anakin in the med pod flanked by 4 red guards with Palpatine walking in front. Now that would be, a display.
Hey, BJ, what's up, man? How you been, bro?
What's going on?
Dude. Obviously, Thrawn and Tarkin 2... Dude, so Thrawn and Tarkin 2-pack would be freaking epic. Wow.
Yeah, but how are they going to do that, though? Realistically...
It will be Rebels. It will have to be Rebels if they ever want to do that.
Oh. See, I don't know, though, because a lot of times he was in Rebels, he was in his fake projection look. Where, he looked like he was, still the senator from Attack of the Clones before he got all jacked up. So, I don't know. Unless they do something where they do just a general prequel Sidious, where they give you 2 head sculpts. They give you, the normal head sculpt up until it was burned, and then you got, pizza face head sculpt. So,
nah, like I said, it's kind of like strange if I like the concepts of 2-packs, but they have to work within the show. I'm like, what I mean, say fool, yeah, it's all good, man. We're just talking about spoilers and talking about Hot Toys that can come out from Bad Batch. Negan. Hey Don, if you could explain this for him. If Boba's Jango's son, why does Boba answer Bo-Katan when she says you're not Mandalorian, and he answers, "I never said I was"? Personally, I feel from that statement is because Boba Fett, he follows Mandalorian traditions from what his father taught him, because his father strayed away from Mandalorian because he got tired of politics and all that jazz.
And he created the Super Commando Codex. Yeah, so Jango, Jango and Boba, what they technically follow is called the Super Commando Codex. Now, Din, he was a child of the Watch, so he would follow those Death Watch rules. Now, Bo-Katan, she's a former member of Death Watch, but the weird thing is, she's almost as a third party, because you don't know where her views in politics are. Again, she's a former member of Death Watch. She technically was number 2 in Death Watch, even under Maul. So then she got disillusioned because Maul was the leader of Mandalore. She bolted. Then she started working with Ahsoka again. So you actually don't know her politics at this point, other than she's after the Darksaber. And I think they've intentionally established, other than they take their helmet off and she looks down now on Death Watch, you don't actually know where she stands. So
yeah, that is true too. The thing is, she's been that's another thing. A lot of people. That's the reason why a lot of people weren't too big fans of Bo-Katan during the time, even after Clone Wars, because she's all over the place as far as if you watched her history, with the Mandalorian culture and politics, she has been all over the place. Just recently, through Rebels, she started to side, on the side where she wants to continue, the Mandalorian heritage, but to honor those who have fallen, especially her sister, who sacrificed herself in the name of Mandalore.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then with what? Oh my God, headless Jango Fett with Windu 2-pack. Oh my God, that's a diorama piece. No, that's not even a 2-pack. That's a diorama piece. Can you imagine a base Windu?
You just need a Jango Fett with a bloody stump at the bottom, like a helmet, a Jango helmet with a bloody stump at with a connection port.
Dude, like Mace Windu just standing over the dead corpse of freaking Jango.
Yeah, and he's got his the stance where his arms are all wide open and the blade's open, like, yeah, what are you gonna do? I am vengeance, or whatever his slogan is from Pulp Fiction.
I think in the lightsaber written in Star Wars language. I forgot the language that's written in, but I think it says "bad mofo" on it.
Oh, Arabish.
Arabish, yeah. I think it says "bad mofo" on it. on Mace Windu's lightsaber. I love how Mace Windu was like, Samuel Jackson, when he was talking about his lightsaber, he was like, "It's gonna be purple," and then, but there's no purple lightsaber. It's gonna be purple. That's what he's saying. Like, okay, cool. We'll make it purple.
Yeah, no, I've seen that too. Yeah, I've seen that too. And then, yeah, he's like, it's going to be purple? Well, like you're saying, and then Lucas is like, hey, if you want it, we can do it. It's possible. And then you just see, Sam Jackson going like, what else can I get?
This is why whenever I see that scene, I feel that like if you had said no to George Lucas on several occasions, we might have gotten slightly better writing with the prequels.
Do you know who was actually originally planned on being in the prequels?
Who?
And it was legitimately spoken to by George Lucas and the powers that be, Tupac.
Tupac. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Tupac
was legitimately going to be a Jedi in the series. You know who was also, I found out, was also scheduled to actually appear in Attack of the Clones, but couldn't due to a scheduling conflict?
Who?
David Duchovny, a.k.a. Fox Mulder. He was supposed to be a Jedi in Attack of the Clones.
Oh, for like a cameo? Like
no, like he was supposed to be a decent part. Like, he was going to get killed at Geonosis, but he was supposed to be like, I don't know, a member of the council, or he was going to be like a high-ranking Jedi. So who knows?
Don't forget. Oh yeah, thank you everyone. Don't forget to hit
smash
the
the like button.
Yeah, what I've been noticing? We've been getting a lot more views, but we haven't got no likes. I'm like, come on, guys, just drop likes
and subscribes. Likes and subscribes.
But I've been, likes and subscribes. That'd be great. Actually, we've been getting a lot of subscribers as of late, so that's been pretty cool. I do appreciate everyone that's been working on that, helping us out. But here's the thing, though. Like, Mace Windu will be a great, like, with all the Clone Wars hype that's happening, and Bad Batch, Mace Windu will be a perfect figure to pretty much reveal this year. At least a prototype.
Yeah. Now, what are they going to do? They do Attack of the Clones, they do Revenge of the Sith, or do they just basically do an amalgamation from all three movies?
They can do amalgamation. There's been characters where it was based off a certain movie. I forgot which Hot Toy was it. It was based off a certain movie, but it had accessories from different. Who was it? Batman, the Dark Knight, the new Batman, Dark Knight Rises.
The DX Batman. He's got parts from both Dark Knight Rises. So
yeah,
but that's a deluxe. So that's almost kind of be expected with the DX.
Yeah.
So
speaking of figures, like. After what we like, that here's the thing, I really get the feeling if we are going to get a Crosshair, it's going to be Imperial.
Yeah,
it's going to be Imperial. Like they could do so much with this figure now because he's playing such a pivotal role as a villain towards the Bad Batch. Hell, you really don't need him to be part of the Bad Batch. They can literally throw him in as the Imperial and call it, because I don't see them. Because the most they could do is either do a Bad Batch Crosshair and then do an Imperial version of that through a Toy Fair exclusive, but that'd be too much work for one villain character. And again,
I don't think this is the form. This is his final form, so to say. He's gonna get all jacked up. He might actually get the Echo treatment, so he might become all part droid as well. So who knows?
Yeah, he got burned the hell up, man. And man, I was like, crap, dude. Like that's why when I watched that happen, I was like, wow, what if Hot Toys does drop a Crosshair and it's gonna be like this beat up or this bow damage? That'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind crispy them hairs. Going with what's up?
Crispy hairs.
Crispy hairs. Yeah, crispy hair. They call them Crispies. I personally love Crosshair's BB armor the most out of everyone else. Yeah, I do feel you on that. But I feel that if they want to throw in a villain for Bad Batch, they could do it for Crosshair's Imperial armor. But at the end of the day, they probably will. Like if they're planning to do the whole Bad Batch team, they'll probably just deliver us a Crosshair. I can't see them trying to do two different armors for Crosshair through the series for one set of figures. That put it up there to like nearly $300 for one of the Bad Batch characters, and he's not even the one that deserves that $300 treatment. It would probably be Wrecker because of his size. That'd be pushing $300.
Yeah, and then again, like some of our people have pointed out, there's actually a number of bodies they could potentially use. Again, Mando body we didn't talk about last time. That might be the most overall, the easiest fit for them to do. But then again, if Red Guardian's going to happen, They might be using the Mando body for Red Guardian, that preview they did with Black Widow. So, again, there's hope. Again, I would love to get a Wrecker. I just don't think that's going to be necessarily the next figure because he's a big chap, and every one of their armor pieces is pretty much unique to each one. Like, his helmet's going to be a little bit tricky to design, especially with all the paintwork on it. So, you know, if anything, I think, you know, Wrecker is going to be the hardest to make.
Yeah, he's gonna be literally a big boy, but that's the other thing though. Like, what if they, like you said, like you've been preaching, do a 2-pack with Omega and
I do think
Wrecker.
I think this latest episode, especially when Wrecker was teaching her how to disarm the bomb. For a second, you were like, wait, is he really giving her a live, you know, detonator? You know, and it goes off, and then it's smoke, and then, you know, he's just like, you think I'd do that? And it's just, and Wrecker is like the funny comic relief though, when Omega is like, I've never been in an ion engine before, and then when he's like, it'd be weirder if you had. I just thought that line was pure gold.
I thought I had a picture of them together, but yeah, man, I thought that was hilarious. The way they would sell pretty well together. It'll be, if they're gonna do a 2-pack with Omega and Wrecker, it'll be pushing about 350. Tops.
Yeah, I do think that it's gonna be with Hunter. I mean, not Hunter. Wrecker. Now Wrecker's gonna come with absolutely nothing aside from his weapon. I don't even think he would have a head sculpt, honestly. I think with the Wrecker, you're just gonna get the helmet because compared to everybody else, he needs a lot of special sculpt work on his face, especially around his left side, around his eye. And then the left side of his head is all jacked up with his ear. You know, it's worse than, you know, Nick Fury, so to say, in that eye sculpting work. So, you know, Wrecker, I don't think would come with a head sculpt.
Damn! Don't ruin my dreams, man. Don't you ruin my dreams now, man. Oh my god, nah, man. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Head sculpts on Wrecker, but again, if they're gonna do that much work for that 2-pack, I could see that happening. Where they're like, they don't need a head sculpt. But I want one though. Don't do that to me. Yeah, Amiga, like she has like the she has so many accessories they could work with. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
They got the bow and arrow, or not the bow and arrow, but you know what I mean. The energy arrows. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, Omega is the anti-Ray in every sense of the word. You know she's special, but as you're watching, you're seeing her progress, you're seeing her fail, you're seeing her get trained. See, that's the biggest difference. Every episode, you see the Bad Batch teaching her new little things. You know, this week it's how to take out bombs, you know. Then they gave, you know, how to do things with Communicator. You know, Hunter's teaching her how to hunt and track and stalk. So, again, she's becoming more powerful, but you've seen the progression. So, again, it's not like, right, you know, you can do this, you can do that. No explanation. You're not seeing any legitimate training. Or just, you know, a progression, including failures. So, it's actually how you write a character. You know, ups and downs. You know, not a one-dimensional thing.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Like, I gotta have a portrait. Every named clone should have a portrait. It will be the greatest collection of a single actor. Yeah, Wrecker needs to have that head sculpt. Like, it wouldn't make sense out of all the Bad Batches that we get from the Clone Force 99 that we do not get a damn head sculpt for Wrecker.
Omega Skywalker.
Omega Skywalker. Oh my god. And then Jar Jar Skywalker. I remember that one.
Omega Palpatine.
Omega Palpatine. Oh yeah, it was just a cute moment between you know during the episode I was freaking Dave Filoni knows how to twist things up with you, because literally it was pretty much setting up for Wrecker's death in this episode. Like they're playing the heartstrings with Wrecker, learning,
Yeah.
teaching Omega, having more of a heart to heart with her throughout and then the one that actually gets freaking beat up is Hunter towards the end. Yo, if Hunter had died, I would have been.
That would have been like, whoa, that's a ballsy and
That's
dark.
freaking ballsy, bro. I was like, dude, no, Hunter, you don't even know who you mess with. He's Cad Bane.
But here's the thing, though. When when the rest of the batch picked him up, did you notice? Now, has anyone played the video game Republic Commando? Okay,
I'm guessing they have.
Yeah. So okay. So when you see from the perspective of inside the helmet, and you see him waking up, and like basically the HUD reactivating, that's the exact startup sequence from the video game, Republic Commando. Some of the sound effects, specifically from Hunter when he's, see from the perspective in his armor, that's right from the Clone Commando video game.
Dude, that was so cool.
So that also establishes that Hunter, without a doubt, that is 100%, he is wearing Clone Commando armor. So, and even his helmet, there is technically a Clone Commando, just modified with Phase 2. So, yeah. Again, that's one of those things, you got to be an uber nerd, but the sounds, the link, like even the graphics on the HUD, they all match up with Clone Commando video game from back in the day.
Yeah, they went very back in the day, like playing a homage to the original Republic Commando. But also, what I loved about it, they went. It kind of remind. You ever watched Doom, the with the Rock?
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Remember the moment where they went to when Reaper went first person shooter.
Yeah.
Dude, that moment was freaking epic, man. Carl Urban, right? That's the actor.
Oh yeah,
the butcher, bro. My dude went in against. I know the movie sucked, but it was a lot of fun to watch. Okay.
Yeah, it was just stupid fun.
Yes, it was stupid fun, and it kind of reminded me of that little moment there. I thought that honestly, like I thought that something bad was going to happen when that happened. Like I know things were happening that were escalating, but I thought that when they entered the HUD mode, I was like, oh crap, who are we going to see get murked in first person? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's real. They're trying to establish the lore in different ways now, but also establish certain things as canon. So they are legit. They are legit. They're called Clone Force 99, but these guys might be more advanced than actual like Delta Squad. So.
Yeah, oh, dude,
this might be the best of the best,
dude.
Of the clones.
Episode 13, the unlucky number. Oh, so you pretty much you're thinking that we're getting 16 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that might be the episode where we start losing people.
You want to hear another one?
What's up?
For more okay. So you remember when Crosshair walks in and then he's talking to Admiral Rampart, I think it was to Lamasu or whoever the Kamino officer was they were talking to.
Yeah.
You notice that room? That was a war center. That was a war command center. That wasn't a meeting room. That was an operational command center.
I think I have a picture of that. Give me a second.
Yeah. So and again, that almost seems to me when I see that, that's where they're going to launch the Clone Rebellion. And they're going to, that's where they're going to take control and train the anti-troopers.
There you go. Right here.
Yeah, you really can't see it. And the thing is, all the chairs, they're all Kaminoan chairs. There's no, like, human-level chairs there. So this would be something that all the Kaminoans would run. So
I'm feeling that they might be they, like you said, I think we mentioned it before, like days ago, about a month ago, that they might be retconning, the Clone Rebellion a little earlier, or the Kamino Rebellion a little earlier.
I don't think they're retconning the timeline, because you remember, it happened in 10 BBY, 10 years before Yavin. which means that how long does it take for a Kamino clone to grow with acceleration? 8 to 9 years, right? Or
8 to 9 years.
to
Yeah.
battle. Okay, so that means figure next 8 episodes. So figure real time next 2 to 3 months they get Omega back or a member of the Bad Batch. Then they start their program, and in secret they start growing the anti-troopers. Takes 10 years. That still lines up canonically with the video game. You're just seeing them making their choice right now and basically getting the template to start building, the embryos. Because you also got to remember, all the anti-troopers, they wore Phase 1 ARC Commando, or like ARC Trooper and Rail Trooper armors. And a lot of them had jetpacks. So...
Yeah, I remember. I wiped them out as Boba Fett.
Yeah, so what that means is they're going to have to do all this stuff in secret, which means they're going to use stuff that potentially, the Empire would get rid of. Because they're now probably going to be switching to Stormtrooper Phase 1 armor. So they got to be smart. They got to start, basically hiding resources and stuff. And thus it's going to take them 10 years. So this is the start of that. Thus, because you even hear them talk about how they're, their plan, the Empire is forcing them to make decisions. So the Empire is forcing the Kamino's hands early. That's what I think.
I also was thinking that I was hoping that the Star Destroyer or the Star Cruiser that they were on, the I forgot the name of the destroyer, not the Star Destroyer, but I forgot the Venator. There you go, the Venator class Star Destroyer. Yeah, I was hoping that the Venator class Star Destroyer they were on was the Venator class Star Destroyer that had the Jedi Starfighter crashed into its hole on the top. That would have sent out some some a bit of a cameo Easter egg from the actual video game for Cal Kestis in the Fallen Order. I thought that was gonna be. I was like, oh man, there it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But one of the things too is there's actually 2 classes of Venators. I did not know. It's kind of like unofficially retconned, but like the Venators you see in Revenge of the Sith are technically a different variant of the ones you see in the Clone Wars. Just another fun fact, because if you actually look at the bay doors, like when Obi-Wan Kenobi goes out in Revenge of the Sith to Utapau,
yeah,
the whole doors don't open. He just, the whole spine doesn't open. There's just a door. And then in all the Clone Wars episodes, the whole spine opens. Especially like when they flip the ship over to do the mass deployment.
Yeah, there's different versions. If you actually watch Generation Films or Generation Tech, they go into detail about different Star Wars stories. Especially the I keep forgetting the name of the Star Wars. What's the Star Wars name again? What's the title?
There's Theory, there's Eckhart's Ladder, Generation Tech, Generation Films. They're both the same guys.
Oh, no, the Star Destroyer that we were talking about. The Venator? The Venator, there you go. The Venator.
I love the Venator. I think it's glorious.
Yeah, it's one of those perfect adventure class war Star Destroyers.
No, and the thing is, that actually was not fully retired by the Empire. Now, it's one of those things we might potentially see explored further in canon. But, so when Death Star 1 was blown up, they started working on Death Star 2. Now the secret hyperspace route was called the Sanctuary Pipeline.
Yeah.
Venators guarded the Sanctuary Pipeline. So it wouldn't alert anybody. They also used Venators as basically mobile flight schools. And there was the deleted scene from Solo where he's in the open mask TIE fighter helmet. Where you see him, I think it was a Venator, or it might have been... Or was it like a Dauntless class? Either one of them. But they've done stuff in the past, and like the Venator is still with the Empire. It's just like secretly used.
Yeah. Okay. So Anakin twins. Cad is no joke, but without spoiling too much, he supposedly lost a battle to someone that else that Hunter may or may not be similar. We actually did talk about that earlier, and actually I wanted to share that with you guys as well. The Lillian scene real quick. I finally got the scene ready for you guys so we can watch it together. Put the audio in, and then let me see. Put this in. Okay.
They want to know where your bird is.
They not is it the bird or is it the cat? Because I have. Where's Jimmy? We want the bird. I can't get him right now. I can't get the bird now. I want my bird. I can't get him right now. He's because I'm stuck where I am at this point. So this is the face off between Boba Fett, Bosk, and I forgot the Cuzo. There you go, Cuzo and versus Cad Bane. And Cad Bane has the look that he had in Bad Batch.
I actually, well, I'll get to it when you're done with this, but I had a thought, and it ties in too perfectly, and it's related to this kind of thing, or these direct individuals.
Don't do it. The anxiety is killing me. Toma. Okay, we need that's a helmet. Oh my god, there it is.
Okay, so Sid, the Trandoshan that's running the Bad Batch, their missions now. What if that's Bosk's mom? Like, what if that is like Bosk's mother or something like that, and that's how, the Bad Batch are reintroduced to Boba is through Bosk.
That's what I was thinking.
Like
That's what I was thinking too. Like, what if that is Bosk's mom?
That would explain how he's in the business, and basically, it's one of those things. Bad Batch go and get weapons, or tell her about the shipyard so she can send people. One thing leads to another, and then Boba brings them back. But again, with the same contention, he's potentially still hired by the Kaminoans. So again, this goes three different ways potentially. Even if Boba does rescue her.
Okay, Safeful says it wouldn't make much sense, but it would be cool if we see this standoff scene be made in the Book of Boba Fett. What would be pretty cool is if they turn that into a live action flashback scene in Boba Fett, but it's based off their reunion in Bad Batch, where Boba Fett faces off against Cad Bane. And like, I could definitely see, like, in the future episodes, Boba Fett's the one that saves Omega, or joins the team to save her.
Yeah, I mean, or the situation where Bad Batch does have to do something and they say Boba, and Boba, again, and you've seen that he does have an honor system and a sense of, you do something for him, he'll try and take care of you, just don't backstab him. So It might be one of those situations too. Just like he got his armor back and he went after Grogu with Din. Kept his word.
Yeah, but here's the only thing I'm going to be slightly disappointed with is if they do a Cad Bane hot toy from Bad Batch, right? But here's going to be the messed up part about it. We might not get because from what I've seen so far, he's not carrying his trench coat anymore, and that's what I loved about the trench coat. That look, that trench coat, cowboy look he had. Like this is fine, but we might not see the trench coat with this particular version unless they come out with the trench coat in the later episodes. That will be my only disappointment.
Yeah, or they could just, like, he's taken out who he had to fight so many clones at that point. He just didn't wear his jacket because it would be too much of an inconvenience for him.
Yeah, because he was by himself at this point. Usually when he's wearing his trench coat, he's always with somebody else as far as, like, battling extra clones or extra combatants. But when he's by himself, he's usually, with this look. But this is his brand new look, and it mirrors that of what we see from the actual deleted scene. But there is going to be a rescue mission happening because they are taking Omega back to Kamino. I wonder if that's going to tie in to what's, like you said before, what's happening with the rebellion. And while the rebellion is happening, Bad Batch is going in trying to save freaking Omega.
Yeah, I mean, and I saw other things too, and it makes sense. What if the Kaminoans, they have the ability to initiate a kill code through the inhibitor chips? Therefore, they kill all the clones. Or, Bad Batch, they try to reverse, the chips, and then that triggers something. Because supposedly they're gonna try to explain why it went from clones to normal people in the Stormtroopers rank within 3 years now. Because in Legacy and EU, it went, for almost 25 years that there were still clones, from Kamino all the way to Sparty clones. So, because, you're already starting to see it with Elite Squad. They're humans that fought for the Republic in different, home defense forces. Now they're with, technically Imperial Special Forces right now. So.
Oh my God, Vader's coming. Kamino slaughter.
Well, you're too early on that.
Well, he was there.
Kamino,
he was there during the rebellion. He was there, but I don't know if he's going to be in this one, the uprising. But I don't know if he's going to be in this one though. That's the thing.
Yeah. If you're talking about the actual one where the 501st drops down in the Kamino cloning facility, Vader was there, but Boba Fett had tactical command of the entire 501st Legion under Vader's orders. So, yeah, Vader was there, but he was like, "Do your thing, Boba," and Boba cut through all the anti clones pretty quickly.
Yeah, I know. I was there. I started blasting him. That was my dude. At Boba Fett, I just came in just using freaking rockets at them, unlimited freaking rockets. It was a blast just going through that mission. Because you were facing off against a lot of Phase 1 clone troopers because they had the Phase 1 armors.
They weren't Phase 1 regs. They were, they were arcs, they were nulls. They were basically any Phase 1 Special Forces variant. That's who you were facing. You didn't have any regs. Like, Phase 1 regs did not exist in the anti-troopers.
But I'm feeling that we might get a freaking Cad Bane, man. Come on. They can't show off Cad Bane and not deliver us a hot toy. Hot toy. Come on, you guys know you want to give us a Cad Bane.
Yeah, that's a moneymaker for them. Now, as far as priority, where do they put that? Because again, there's other figures that they could put up that would sell faster than Cad Bane, like Tarkin. So.
That's right. We still got Tarkin. That needs to be worked on as well, like a sort of reissue in a packaged Bad Batch series. They could do that. Also, they could still try and give us a Rogue One Tarkin.
Yeah, that is possible. Then again, you could also see Tarkin back again with Andor.
Ooh, that's right, because you're already getting a what's his name? What's our boy's name?
Krennic Michelson.
Krennic is coming back too.
Krennic, the actor Krennic, he's already been spotted on the scene of Andor, along with shore troopers. So, yep. So there's that.
Hottoys needs to make Cad Bane, Busk, and Dengar. Who would I miss? Tarkin.
Or are you talking about bounty hunters?
Okay, we're talking about bounty hunters. Okay, so let's see, who else? Just bounty hunters in general. Let me see. A Boba Fett for Bad Batch. If Boba Fett pops up as a young Boba Fett, they could throw that in too. That will sell. Boba Fett sells.
Yeah, so you need Bosk, Dengar, IG-88, Boba Fett. Who else? That's only 4. Who's the 5th one I'm missing?
Embo.
I'm thinking more like who's on the bridge of the Star Destroyer in Empire. Yeah, Forlom and Zuckuss.
Forlom and Zuckuss. Yeah, that too. But that would be old. That would be not Bad Batch. That would be more like Book of Boba Fett, because they are going back through flashbacks between Empire and Return of the Jedi for Boba Fett. It's been confirmed by Tamora Morrison.
Okay, yeah, so that would actually be the only way we could see IG-88, because again, in canon, in the time of Book of Boba, Mando, IG-88 himself, he is dead. All versions of him are dead. Now, again, that's why we got IG-11, because Disney wouldn't let them use IG-88. Takiti was specifically told, and Favreau and Filoni, 88 is not to be touched. He's dead, so that's why they had to make a new character, IG-11.
Yeah, I feel sorry for IG-88. You know why? That is the most hard-working droid next to freaking R2-D2. My man's my freaking droid almost took over the Death Star 2 within seconds of the explosion. The moment he took over the Death Star 2, explosion. IG-88 hacked into he hacked into the computers of the Death Star 2, and his his programming was within the Death Star at the time at Death Star 2, but he didn't have time to escape, because once he got full control of the Death Star, it blew the hell up.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was IG-88A.
IG-88A.
Yeah, because B and C were destroyed.
Yeah,
I mean,
B and C were destroyed. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, the same concept. I think we'll see IG-11 again. It might not be the same exact version, but we'll see, IG-11A, B or C, because they're essentially like the Borg. They're a hive mind. They constantly back each other's files up, their memories up. So if one remembers, they just got to upload, and they have those memories too. So.
Oh yeah, IG-88, he's gone, man. The actual core, unless they retcon it, because I don't think it's canonized yet, but they can still retcon it to where IG-88 did survive the Death Star explosion and never make that a thing. But in the original lore, EU lore anyway, IG-88 pretty much blew up with the Death Star.
I think in canon it's recognized he died.
He recognized he died.
I think at this point it is canon as well that he died when he was about to take over the Death Star computers. So
yeah, I still have the pop-up art book that I never opened. Like, it's still sealed. Is the pretty much the fight between IG-88 and Boba Fett when Boba was trying to escape with Han Solo's carbonite. Yeah, I still have that sealed. Like, it has not been opened ever. I still have the original comic book though, but the original pop-up comic book, I still have that sealed up. So it's one of my grails. And then as far as like Tarkin is concerned, like I said, like, look at this. You see, like, if you have a Tarkin, you can run the Coruscant Guard with it. Like,
yep, absolutely.
They need to release sort of a main character that fits well with the Coruscant Guard to sell those, because they've been low in the pre-orders for a good minute. People are more going after the 501st deluxe editions than a Coruscant Guard or the regular editions.
Yeah, because again, the 501st is more I can't talk, more iconic. And then second to them is the 212th. Again, because that's Anakin's first and then Obi-Wan's second. Everything else is just, for most people, it's another clone with different colors. I mean, ultimately, that's what the majority of people who don't know or just, casually watch Star Wars, that's what they think. They'll know that Obi-Wan did the orange guys and Anakin had the blue guys. I mean, and unfortunately, when it comes to clone troopers, aside from, like Fox or Neo or kind of the specialized units, it's essentially the 501st and the 212. That's your money makers.
Yeah, I think now we're gonna start picking up on the Bad Batch action, because as far as like they just been building up more of the team, as far as like their quirks and their pretty much accidents throughout the story. So I can see now things starting to pick up, because a lot of people felt that Bad Batch was like a disappointment. I didn't feel like Bad Batch has been a disappointment so far. I like world building. I like story building for the characters, and you want to keep it lighthearted, for these characters, and then you start bringing in some of the hardcore stuff, which is like pretty much they just brought Cad Bane into the mix. That's like the most hardcore character you could just bring in just to amp up the story. Like that was your turning point, where that's where things are going to start picking up now. And also the fact that the Kaminoans are considering escalating things a bit, like, because their hands are being forced by the Empire now. Mm-hmm. So it looks like a lot more things are occurring behind the scenes, and it's being built up. What if the Bad Batch ends it with the final battle at Kamino, like we all been talking about?
Do a time jump Well, I mean, that would explain why nobody knew the Bad Batch, within 5 years of the actual rebellion starting the attack on Yavin. Um, you know, I definitely could see a potential time jump, but I don't know if that would be the end of this season or if they do the time jump and they basically do it like a mini series or I mean, the first episode was almost a mini movie. So if they do like a 4 or 5 hour, like episode 2, but it's like 10 years later, I could see something like that.
Yeah, pretty much it'll be suicide if they decide that, hey, you know what, let's just go and try and save Omega from Kamino. There's something's going to happen. Either Boba Fett saves Omega from Kamino, something out of nowhere, like someone that was there at Kamino saves her, or there's a big battle occurs in Kamino, which pushes or gives a chance for Bad Batch to
I just
swoop
thought
in
of
through the
something.
battle. What's up?
I just thought of something. Okay, so what if she is an unaltered clone herself, like Boba?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm being serious. Doesn't Boba technically view her as her daughter, considering he views himself as Jango's son, and it's like the similar situation? Would Boba view her as a daughter,
I
almost
think
like Logan and X-23?
at that point, I think it'll probably be more of a sister because they are related. They are it literally his pretty much be his sister. But in a way, yeah, it'll probably be that way unless we do not see Omega meet up with Boba Fett. Like you can't throw in Cad Bane without throwing in Boba Fett because Cad Bane pretty much is the one that pretty much that was the challenge that Boba Fett had to face to become the best bounty hunter in the galaxy. Before Boba Fett, there was Cad Bane. All right, so you need Boba Fett to take on Cad Bane to solidify himself as the best bounty hunter or the one of the greatest bounty hunters in the galaxy. Because before that was Cad Bane, and before Cad Bane was Jango Fett.
Exactly. So it's almost like he wants to take the Fett name back.
Yeah,
Or put the Fett name back at the top.
exactly.
So it's not about just personal pride, it's about family pride. And you've seen that, especially how he now talks about his father, how he changed the colors on his head, the side of his helmet from yellow to red, which red in Mandalorian culture means honoring thy father. So.
Yeah, yeah. I feel it because Dave Filoni likes to keep that lore tight. Well, his lore anyway. I know a lot of people like to attack him because he tends to switch up existing lore to match up the lore he's created. But the thing is, the lore he's creating right now is what's saving Star Wars at this point.
And the thing is, he is literally, the heir apparent to the godfather of Star Wars lore. So if anyone has the golden ticket to do whatever the hell they want, it's Filoni. He has pretty much the whole holy blessing from Lucas himself. And Lucas is coming back to Star Wars. He's putting his own, like the rumors are, I mean, they're coming from some pretty legitimate sources. Not only is he coming back, he's going to be taking care and writing a whole new, trilogy. He's putting up his own money that Disney gave him when he sold Star Wars. So he's putting up some of that money to produce Star Wars films. And Kathleen Kennedy has been told she cannot touch it. So I don't know if this is a bit of George Lucas coming back to, I wouldn't say bury Kathleen Kennedy's reputation, but try to establish that what we got wasn't Star Wars from Disney. At least the sequels.
Well, I think at the moment, Kathleen Kennedy is the one that's promoting Filoni, promoting John Favreau because she's still at the higher up compared to them. But at this point, it's up to her if she wants to continue her contract after September. I think it's either September or October again, that her contract ends.
No, fiscal year would be October. It's the fiscal year based off the federal government, so her contract would expire September 30th. Now, again, you haven't heard this. This thing is though, Disney can't come out and say they're not going to rehire or they're not going to sign her to a new contract because that potentially would lead to its loss in stock price. And it's actually against and I'm being serious. It's actually against the law for a company to put out information which arbitrarily can influx or deflux the market value of their shares. It's one of those things. If an employee did it, they get sued, they get fired by Disney. If the president does it of a company, or if it's like Iger or somebody like that, nothing's really gonna happen. But I do think Kennedy is out the door. At least in the sense of she's no longer going to be having a controlling interest of what goes through Star Wars, both, even from TV, the movies, and through the theme parks. Because Kennedy herself, she vetoed like Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge from being original trilogy. Because the Imagineers, they had it all done. It was going to be like Tatooine. It was going to be Hoth, all those places. And then Kennedy's like, no, you're going to do it to my work. And then she forced the Imagineers to cancel and basically redo everything they had been working 18 months on prior. So.
Yeah, everybody here is like, Filoni, we trust. Filoni will set us free.
Yep. So
she's done with anything to do with Star Wars. I feel that that's the same thing that's happening with her right now. I feel that she's just what's the word I'm looking for? She's just in figurehead name.
She's like the Queen of England.
Queen of England.
I mean, you have a nice title, but that title essentially gets you a discount on coffee. That's it.
Oh my god, you funny. But see. You know what I just noticed? Why Kamino wants Omega back? That's a good title to pull up. Why does Kamino want Omega back without the Empire knowing? Do you think that she is force sensitive? It hasn't been activated yet.
I don't know if she's force sensitive. I know a lot of people are saying she might be. I think it might have to do more with the fact of she potentially could have the ability, to change the fact, or that clones are no longer have to be, made in a tube. They could technically live birth clones, if that's a thing. Again, she's a female. Why else would there be a female clone? Unless they were trying to do experimentation with live birth. Or something in that, or if you really want to get, Episode 8 kind of proved they'll get dark. Essentially clone a female's ovaries. So therefore, again, it's easier and it would be cheaper to make clone ovaries than all the the genetic experiments, all the tanks, all that stuff. So who knows? There are whole different theories that could potentially.
Well, another thing is that she's able to pick up a lot. It's due part of Django's lineage or his DNA. He's like a lot of his offspring, not offspring, but his clones are able to learn quicker. I
will say this though.
Yes.
If she is force sensitive, and again, who's played Fallen Jedi, Cal Kestis. What's that skill? Where she can pick something up and she knows the path to the echo, the echoes of it. So it might be something like that, but she picks it up like she chooses blaster and she has the muscle reflexes of it. So maybe that's why she's able to pick the weapon up, because she sees the memory of how it's being used.
So. Ooh, that could be a good one too. There was another Jedi that could do that. I forgot his name. It wasn't Cal Kestis. Who was it? Yeah, he had the dreads. It was a Jedi with the dreads. He could read weapons or items of the past and learn kind of like its history of what it went through. I forgot the name of the Jedi. Maybe someone
was it Quinlan Vos?
Quinlan Vos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quinlan Vos. There you go. Staple had it. Look at that right there. Then Quinlan. Yeah. He was actually in the battle. What was it? Kashyyyk. He was there as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but then again, Mace, he has Shatterpoint, which is kind of in the same realm. Not again, it's a different power, but it's in that same realm of ability, where he can slow down time and he can actually see things. So it's same realm.
Yeah,
And only the most powerful have that type of ability.
I read an article suggesting what if Mace Windu went to the dark side. Here's the thing about Mace Windu. Mace Windu had such discipline. He would have never joined the dark side. Because the thing is, he was the one of the only Jedis. He literally created his own freaking seventh form that actually utilized dark side abilities. Like it absorbed. Like the stronger he got is because he used the dark side from other individuals, and it gave him more power through the fight. But he was able to. He had such discipline. He was able to control all that without falling into the dark side of the Force.
Yeah,
you know.
Called Vapad, and basically, and again, you saw it when he was fighting Sidious. He found a way to basically have his dark side energy basically channel anything that was used against him back against the dark side user. And the more it was used against him, the more it would affect the person hitting him with. So that, again, why when you're seeing Palpatine, the harder he was throwing lightning at Mace was reflecting it back like even harder. And that's why it wasn't equal, why Palpatine was getting screwed up so fast, so quick, is because, again, he actually had balance between the dark and the light. He just chose, like you're saying, the discipline. But he actually could use the dark side in a good way, which is counter kind of what the Jedi said, like, it was almost like that thing, fear leads to dark, that whole thing. But properly used, fear is not bad. Fear is a weapon. Fear is a tool for good. In that sense.
Yeah. If Mace Windu ever joined the dark side, or he was corrupted by the dark side and became a Sith Lord, he would pretty much been, like untouchable. It would have been just like the older Sith Lords back in the day. That's how powerful he would have been.
No, he would have. He would have made Bane his bitch.
Exactly. I know a lot of people might have an issue with that, but nah, Bane got nothing. Bane got none of Mace if Mace went dark side. Dude, Mace was on that level.
Yep. So
yeah, Mace was on that level. Y'all don't know. Mace was on that level. The only person Mace actually had sort of an issue fighting was Count Dooku. The reason why Count Dooku is because Count Dooku, when he fought, he learned on the fly. That was one of Count Dooku's special
inner Taskmaster.
Exactly. Count Dooku was like Taskmaster. He literally was on that level. The only reason why Count Dooku lost to Anakin was because Anakin, he was sort of mirrored that of Count Dooku. That's why Anakin was, very sought after. He was like literally a younger Count Dooku, but a lot more powerful. That's why Palpatine wanted Count Dooku in part of his team, and Anakin was on that level with Count Dooku. Just that he was back in Attack of the Clones, he wasn't as strong. But when Episode 3 came in, he got literally Palpatine was freaking setting up Anakin's freaking transition into the dark side. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, part of the thing with Dooku is he wasn't full dark side either. Because, again, there was some truth into the fact that, again, when he was talking to Obi-Wan in Attack of the Clones, his original plan was to basically kill the dark side from the inside, is to infiltrate. That was his original plan. And he thought, he was going to do good, save, and eventually take down Palpatine. But at the start of Attack of the Clones, when you see them two fighting, and you can actually, especially in the novelization, you can hear Dooku basically taunting Anakin, about, oh, this isn't the way of the Jedi. And so Anakin comes down trying to refocus himself. And then it's Palpatine who talks Anakin up. You kind of see some in the movie. But it was Palpatine that basically gave, the head rush back to Anakin to overpower Dooku. So, again, that was all set up, it was multiple ways it could have went, but it was all being dictated by Palpatine.
Mm-hmm. And another thing, right there, Anakin was level 9, while Dooku was level 8. Yeah, look at this. Every time Dooku fought Kenobi, who won? Dooku. Dooku every time. The reason why Dooku don't play that defense. Dooku don't play that defense. You may have a good defense, but Dooku, he doesn't play that. He can see that. He can see through your defenses. Like, nah, it's not happening. That's why you got to go in the offensive with a good offense is a good defense. That's why you got to go with the offensive with Count Dooku. That's why Anakin was able to beat him. If you go defensive mode like Kenobi did, unfortunately, Dooku's gonna see through that. Like, nah. Okay, no. Oh, you gonna go defense? Okay, I got you. I got you on this. Like, Dooku, man, he was on that level, man. He's the one. He's the one that trained freaking Qui-Gon. You know, so
yeah. I mean, and Dooku was also the one that tried to, infuse Sifo-Dyas's blood into Grievous to give and see if it was possible to give a cyborg force powers. So Grievous is actually the first experiment to make, a force clone, so to say.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys. We're going to like lore
tangents.
like the lore tangents with Dooku. I just love Dooku. Dooku's my boy. He's one of my
Christopher
favorites.
Lee, who does like everything he's done is awesome.
Yeah, dude. And my boy. I love the fact that when they did the final fight for Count Dooku, originally Count Dooku was supposed to beg for his life, and then Christopher Lee spoke to George, and he demanded George. Dooku doesn't go down that way. Dooku, the person that knows Dooku the most is the actor that plays him. He's like, no, Dooku does not go down that way, George. Dooku is not gonna beg for his life. He's gonna accept it. All right, at that point, he's gonna get shocked. He's gonna be surprised, but he's not gonna beg for his life.
Yeah.
All right.
He's not gonna beg like a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean that'd be like Vader. Complaining, don't kill my son. That ain't happening.
No, that's not happening. That's not freaking happening. Chances Hottoys making an Omega figure. We spoke this earlier. That one of the ways they can do. Thank you, Maximus, for bringing it back into Hot Toy Talk. But as far as Omega is concerned, I could see them doing a 2-pack with Wrecker. I could see them because like I don't mind them coming out with Omega just by herself, but honestly I think the sales would do a lot better if they set her up with Wrecker as a 2-pack.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. So, but
yeah, let's see. With hell, like I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, if they do Cad Bane as a hot toy. They can just keep going with these Bad Batches figures. I wouldn't mind Tech. Like if Tech would be the last one, well, like Tech after Wrecker, I wouldn't mind that. As for Crosshair, like I want Crosshair, but the problem is, do I want him as a villain or do I want him as a Bad Batch character? You know what I mean? Like, he's already a Bad Batch character, but I mean,
he was a villain from the start. He essentially was a villain from the first time you saw him, especially when Caleb Doob was running up, because his chip activated at that point, and then it kind of deactivated, but he was straight up trying to to snipe on Caleb Doom. So he's always been a bad guy from this standpoint. Now, as far as the Imperial armor versus the Bad Batch armor, I think they do it like the Imperial armor. Because if you look at it, it's almost easier for them to do the Imperial armor, even though it's essentially 99% the same. Like his Bad Batch armor on his left pauldron, or he had that marking that went down, kind of like the opposite of Cody's communication antenna on his shoulder pad. That's not on his Imperial uniform. And other than that, few minor alterations with the backpack, it's easier for them to make him the Imperial armor than in his Bad Batch armor. Honestly, his armor might be the hardest to make in the Bad Batch configuration. Just based on the detailing and the little intricacies, he set up his uniform as a sniper.
Let me see. The real question is, how many of us really want an Omega figure? Personally, I don't want or need one at this point. She's done nothing. At this point, like, I'll accept it if they do it. You know, I'm not like putting my like prayers. Please deliver us on Omega. You know, please Hot Toys deliver us on Omega because there are other characters I want to deliver us, like Bespin Han. Hell, Lobot. I'm like, oh God, Lobot. Like, you know, I'm just saying, there's other characters out there
Neum
that we.
Nub.
What's up?
Neum Nub.
The end up. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just saying, like there are other characters out there but the thing is, Bad Batch is hyped now, so anything is literally possible. Hell, they did it as a quill. I didn't even think they were gonna do it as a quill. You know, like that came out of freaking nowhere. A freaking quill, like I don't mind Quill. Like I'm happy that we got Quill because I would love it for the Mandalorian shelf. You know, because he saved Grogu. You know, he saved Mando plenty of times. He deserves a figure. But I was surprised that Hot Toys was like, yeah, you know what? Let's drop the freaking Quill for everybody.
Exactly. So, who knows?
Lobot alert! Drink. I can't drink. I'm working right after. I gotta get ready for work, so I can't. I can't do that. I gotta practice safe.
Yeah, the FAA may take issue with that, right?
Yes. The FAA may take issue with that. If I go to work, I'm intoxicated. It'll be messed up.
Just as long as you're not flying the plane.
But yeah, I'll make sure. As long as I'm flying the plane. Oh, quick thing! Like this is a quick thing. Quick story. Actually, let me go through the comments before I get into that story. Are we going to get a battle damaged Crosshair Hot Toys or the original Crosshair from? I'd rather have the Crosshair battle damage version for the villain side.
Yeah.
That's if I had to choose between because so far with the Bad Batch, it's only been after the first episode. It's only been the original team without Crosshair, and I wouldn't mind Crosshair being the villain to actually set up with other stormtroopers. You don't really have a stormtrooper main commander villain for your team other than Vader or maybe a clone commander, but it would be pretty cool just to have a character solely for the stormtrooper leading your stormtroopers or your evil clone troopers.
Yeah, I mean, Crosshairs, we might end up seeing he is the commander of the 501st. Again, going lore, the 501st itself was one of the only unit still allowed to use not only clones, but Django prototype template clones. And even after they were stopped using clones, were still in charge of units. They were still in charge of training. So he's being set up. He's going to be, even though he's still a clone, he's going to be high up in command. Even as a clone, he's going to be running, battalions and divisions under himself. That's what I think they're trying to set up, if he survives. Like you're saying, though. We actually, besides from Phasma, who have we had as a named stormtrooper in general, never mind a commander?
Yeah, and that's why I feel like that'll be a perfect opportunity for Hot Toys to deliver that with, like, hell, that could be not like a Grail Stormtrooper / Clone Trooper, because it's pretty much the villain. The only other villain Clone Trooper out there that they can do is Commander Fox. So, and I know he's not really a villain. He's just an asshole, but still, he's still set up there in that, like, he's in that borderline.
Exactly, yep.
Let me see. Wife of 808 Michigan Jedi. Releasing Omega would be a great marketing choice to keep Disney Popper brings in new collectors. That's another thing too. A lot of people that are watching the show actually like Omega. So
yeah, well, you want to talk about a marketing cross promotion? What if you see Grogu and actually it's Omega who helps save him?
Wait, who? Say that again. I didn't hear you.
What if for some reason they have to go? Bad Batch has to go to Coruscant, go to the Deep Core, and it's the Bad Batch or Omega that somehow, some way saves Grogu. Because again, it's already been established Grogu is at the Jedi Temple when Order 66 went down. So he could be hiding. He could be in the area. I mean, the timelines match up. Just saying. So, and again, you're talking cross-promotion. Just put that on a t-shirt, Baby Yoda, Grogu, and then, Omega saved Grogu. that just has too much money invested in it for that not to happen. So
Chauncey. Okay, it's brought up. You must take a shot. All right, I'll save those 2 shots. Save that 1 shot. I'll save that for the next stream when I'm off. When we do it either Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll save that 1 shot for you guys. Actually, it would be 2 shots because there was another stream where they were asking me to take a shot of Bacardi. I'm like, I can't. I gotta go. uh, Don, that would be marketing genius.
hey, I mean,
But
Disney's gonna make money.
yeah. Um, Let me see. I was going to say. Okay, so in my previous stream, I was talking about how I met Chris Pratt, right? And
Yeah.
I was enjoying my time with him. He literally looked at me. I looked at him. He knew how I was looking at. He was like, he took my freaking hand and everything. There was another comment that asked me that in that stream. Have you ever met a celebrity that was an asshole? Or I think that was the comment. I can't remember. Pretty much, if that celebrity was, being troublesome. I never met a celebrity yet that I had trouble with, but there was a story I wanted to share with you guys. There was a pilot that I was working with, and the pilot was telling me a story when he was working with working with Jerry Seinfeld, right? And his buddy was with him, and his buddy, and like during the week, these 2 pilots were supposed to be with Jerry throughout the entire freaking week, because they were like pretty much if something does happen, you need to fly him wherever he's at, back home or back to another state for another show. You got to make sure to be with him at all freaking times. So that's what they were. They were like, they pretty much their show
Standby pilots.
Standby pilots, to the point where Jerry, throughout the entire week, was taking them to dinners, like buying them $1,000. Like literally, with the way they were acting, you would think they've been friends for a long time, best friends. Like Jerry was on that level with them. So at the end of the week, his buddy pilot asked him, "Hey, you think if I asked him for an autograph, he'd be cool with it?" And like, yeah, sure, let's do it, man. He literally got us all this for us for the entire week. Like literally, they were like treated like celebrities with him. So at the end of the week, they did, in the final flight, he did ask him for an autograph, and Jerry pretty much called the company up and wrote him up.
Yeah.
Wrote him up for asking for an autograph, and through the company now, it's been like set up as a rule now. Don't ask for autographs with the celebrities.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing. Like I've done Disney. I've done some of the VIP tours and stuff like that, and the tour guides, they'll tell us, especially for like the Star Wars one, they have celebrities, they have sports stars, they have big name people that like will do, they'll do the Star Wars tour. They'll go to Epcot, they'll pay to swim with the dolphins. They're flat out told they cannot take pictures with anybody, a celebrity. They cannot ask for autographs. Now, if it's a situation where, the celebrity or whoever it is, they want to take a picture, and, for whatever, and they want to show, that's totally different, but they can't ask for absolutely anything. And if they do ask for anything, specifically Disney, that's an immediate firing. No appeal. Like, you're fired on the spot. So.
But yeah, like, it got that bad. It got that bad. I don't think that his buddy pilot was fired, but it pretty much became pretty much a rule with the company now. Like, don't ask for autographs unless the celebrity offers an autograph for you. Then yes, you'll be able to accept it.
True. Yep.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to bring up from the last stream. I know someone asked me that question, and whoever's watching, and if you were interested about, like, if I ever met a celebrity, I never met one that I had an issue with. Most of the time, everybody's been cool. Like Loki, he was I call him Loki, but Tom Hiddleston was pretty cool. And then Jeff Goldblum, he was really cool. He was really fun. And then Chris Pratt, of course. Chris Pratt was awesome. But anyway, guys, Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so Big Dog Pound 1, he's leaving. Later, man. Take it easy.
Cool.
And
See you,
then
brother.
let me see. Kanye West. I don't know, man. I know about Kanye West. Let me see. Don't get me wrong. I don't believe. I don't. Okay. So don't get me wrong. I don't dislike Omega. I just don't think she's done enough to warrant a hot toy. Well, we are still we are pretty much halfway into the series already. So things might change up after that. Things might change up after that, man. Like kind of like what happened. I don't think she's going to be as bad as the sisters, you know, because I love her more than the sisters. I'm so actually surprised, freaking they fully brought the sisters back. Like I
Well, the Martinez sisters.
yeah, I was surprised they brought them back after
Well,
all
because
the
the
hate.
Martinez sisters are also directly tied to Cad Bane. That's why.
Yeah, that's true too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the reason Cad Bane is the reason that the Martinez sisters have no parents because he fired the shot that blew up the dock or the boat. You know, that caused the explosion that killed their parents. So, like I told Nate pre-show, if anybody's taking down Cad Bane and he doesn't survive, you know, in a like Book of Boba Fett or you know, if he's killed during this era, it's not going to be a clone. It's not going to be a bounty hunter. It's not going to be a member of the Bad Batch. It's going to be a member of the Martinez sisters. Some way, somehow, they're going to set something up because he wouldn't expect that. You know, he'd expect it to come from somebody who's a bounty hunter or a professional soldier. You know, not a bunch of insurgents. That's my call.
Yeah, you know what? It like literally, if they bring in a Cad Bane, you could see people just setting up the General Kenobi hot toy with Cad Bane.
Definitely, definitely. Um, yeah, and I think we're gonna see the clone version sooner rather than later. Um, but again, depending on what's being filmed right now with the Kenobi show, as talked about last stream, he might be filming flashbacks in his clone commander armor right now in England, again based on leaked photos. So
Thanks, thanks, guys, but I have to bail. Okay, you got me. Oh god, a drink up there. All right, that's two drinks. That's two shots. That's two shots for the next stream. I got you, man. And off to daddy's dinner with family. Catch the rest of the stream. Thanks, man, and happy Father's Day, bro. Take it easy.
see you, brother.
Okay, Anakin Twins. What web page is that you're on? I think this is Screen Rant. Screen Rant. Screen Rant always is always delivering some spoiler discussions or possible theories and all that. And I like to bring it up because they got pictures, and I like to show pictures while we're streaming.
Pictures.
Oh my god, look at this! This is a cool picture right here. This is really cool. This is really cool, and there's a lot of people saying they want Cad Bane to appear in Book of Boba Fett. He might, because he pretty much put Boba Fett's name on the back on the map again after the fight, because you defeated the best of the best, and then you became best of the best after being the best of the best.
Yeah. Again, it all depends on what things are being laid out. Do I see a potential for him appearing in Book of Boba Fett? Absolutely. Do I see them potentially killing him? If not in this series, something still in the early years of the original trilogy. Yeah, but if they're gonna kill him off, it's gonna be, he did something to piss off like the Black Sun, or he took if they really want to get into it, Prince Zizor, killed him because he screwed up a job or something like that. You can tie it into Shadows of the Empire. So, something like that.
Wasn't young Boba in the original Bad Batch trailer? Was he? I don't remember seeing him. Was it talked about that young Boba Fett was?
I don't remember that. I honestly don't.
Yeah, I don't want to play it now because I don't want to get copyright striked. But yeah, I don't remember people talking about the about young Boba Fett in the Bad Batch trailer. Maybe there was a moment where they maybe was theorized that was young Boba Fett. I would love to see. I would love to see the Boba Fett that we saw from Star Wars 1313, and have those colors start off with the silver
Almost
and
like
blues.
the vintage, or like
Like
a cross between the vintage and animation style.
yes, cross between vintage and animation. I would love that so much.
Yeah, well, that's one of those things. You know, he does appear in those colors in Bad Batch. The values on those Hot Toys, especially the animated version, you might be looking at $700 for the animation version, because it's already going for $5. So
Okay, give me a second. I was going through the comments real quick. Kenobi. Okay, the Kenobi series has just wrapped up filming, which is a few small tweaks. Ewan said when Kenobi sees a stormtrooper for the first time, he's bewildered and shocked as he only seen clones. Wow, yeah, I remember. Do you remember? You remember that conversation, that interview between that live stream interview between Ewan McGregor, and Pedro Pascal, Mandalorian. They were sort of trying to play it safe, but they were sort of attacking the the sequel trilogy, how it didn't do so well.
yeah, and they're
Uh,
talking about stormtroopers and all that other stuff, and yeah,
yeah.
so. Hey, we
He-
got from Colombia. Thank you very much.
hey, what's up, man?
Hey,
From
we're international men of mystery, or international men of hot toys.
Joe Madden Van of Hot Toys. That's hilarious. That should be a YouTube name now. Change from geeking out to International Men of Hot Toys. Okay, so Lane Kramer, he popped up a good one. So hey, I know y'all Star Wars watching Star Wars sing tonight. Will y'all mind talking about your expectations for Rescue Mandalorian figure? Wait. Rescue Mandalorian. Wait, you talking about not Rescue Mandalorian? You mean Rescue Mark 49 figure? Yeah. If you guys have to choose, would you do reissue of Mark 1 War Machine or Iron Patriot? Like the Iron Patriot Mark 2 from Endgame,
or the 1.0 diecast, which was essentially a recoloration of the Iron Man 3 War Machine Mark 2.
That's a tough one, man, because okay, so the War Machine Mark 1, you're getting it because it's the original War Machine. You know, it's the original War Machine from Iron Man 2. And it's the diecast version just reissued. And then you're talking about the Endgame Iron Patriot, where that damn figure is nearly like a baby Hulkbuster. So just think about it, like a baby Hulkbuster, and it might sit for a while because a lot of the War Machines have sat. A lot of the War Machines, he's not as popular as the Iron Man. See, I've seen Iron Man figures selling faster than the actual War Machines, but Iron Man figures have sat before, like the Mark 47, and it has garnered,
which is still sitting.
We don't talk about the Mark 50, okay? The Mark 50 is gonna be in the freaking trash heaps.
Mark 50 is going to survive the nukes along with the cockroaches.
Exactly. And Keith Richards, and freaking Mark 50s and roaches, like a society of roaches, like praising the Mark 50 and Keith Richards as their new found kings, gods. But as far as like it's for me, if I had to choose between Rescue, War Machine Mark 1, or the Iron Patriot Mark 2, I would go for the War Machine Mark 1 because that's the original. But if the War Machine Mark 1 was not in the list, I would go for Iron Patriot Mark 2 because that the size is going to be epic, man. And I wouldn't have any doubts that figure, after it sells out at some point in the near future, people might be going back to that figure, even though, because the thing is, the Mark 47 didn't do anything either in Homecoming. Okay, he saved the boat. And he saved a wet Spider-Man. Okay, but as far as like and then the Iron Patriot Mark II, he had freaking a rocket on his shoulders for the epic Endgame standoff, Avengers Assemble moment. So that's what I'm saying, is that I think that's more of a selling point for that figure after it sells out.
True, very true.
And then for Rescue, like I've said it, we said it before in the last video. the reason why Rescue is in the lowest ranks compared to the other two is because they needed to throw that full on head sculpt. They needed to throw in that full on head sculpt. That was the points that I brought down on because they did so well with the unmasked head sculpt. I'm like, man, if they had thrown in the full in head sculpt and just forget about the masked, that would have been epic, you know.
Yep.
But,
Now, in the actual Pepper Potts head sculpt from, her figure from Iron Man 3, I think it was 309, I might be wrong. They tried to put it on, rescue the armor. The head will fit on the armor. The neck just doesn't look right. It kind of looks like a $450 Barbie with the old head sculpt from Iron Man 3 put on it. They needed a new head sculpt with at least partial neck exposed to match the movie. It just doesn't look right.
yeah. Let me see. J Rob. Okay, J Rob. He's like, what about Cyborg?
At this point, I think that the ship has sailed. The Hottoys, they should have bit where the market was hot. I mean, Snyder Cut at this point is almost dead as far as, cultural relevance. Until they bring up actual, until Flashpoint comes up, we're confirmed to get at least Bale, Batfleck, Keaton, and possibly Bale, Batman in a cameo. Until that more news comes about that, it's kind of dead, and there's no reason for Hot Toys or even Warner Brothers to invest any money into it. I mean, it was an experiment that made its money back, but not enough for Warner Brothers and the powers that be to say continue. I mean, it was a failed experiment that got their money back.
And here's another thing. You know what sells over there that are DC and HK?
Batman and Superman.
Batman and Superman. And you know what they put out? A Superman 2.0 in a way, the black suit, but it's originally the Superman from the reissue, right? Not reissue, but the original Justice League, and a reissue Nightmare Batman from a Toy Fair exclusive. So it makes sense they want to sell those versus anything else. Like put out those immediately because it made a lot more revenue and because they sell better out in HK as well. But I do see opportunity for Hot Toys to give us one last chance at Cyborg, and it's going to be a Toy Fair exclusive. Just cut down it'll be limited. It'll be freaking limited, and they don't have to go too crazy with the production on it because it is a Toy Fair exclusive. You see what I'm saying?
But then again, with Ray Fisher, all the issues he's had with Warner Brothers and all the allegations, cross finger pointing, all this, that, the other. If they do the Cyborg, are we even getting a Ray Fisher head sculpt or a faceplate? Or they're just going to do the closed visor version, from the Snyder Cut when he goes into Star Labs, trying to rescue his father. And it's basically, kind of looks like a Daft Punk helmet,
Not gonna lie, I can see Frog Lady before Cyborg.
Yes.
Frog Mama. That's all I see. I'm like, yeah, the Frog Mom. I see her before freaking Cyborg. That's what's crazy.
I see the spiders from that episode before Cyborg as accessory pieces. Like
get out of here! You get out of here! You out of your damn mind! You out of your damn mind, bro! You out of your freaking damn mind for that, man. Even saying the spiders before Cyborg, and honestly, yeah, I can see that too. That sucks.
Yeah. Now, Blaine Kramers, what do you guys feel will be the Toy Fair exclusives this year if we have one this October? Well, it's kind of a little weird for this October because obviously there's no normal San Diego Comic-Con happening this year. They're doing a virtual one in the summer. Then around Thanksgiving, they're doing, a 3-day one. It's not even called San Diego Comic-Con. It's a version. But New York Comic-Con, they've already announced they're coming back and they're doing the full 4-day, full live event. So, and it's before Toy Fair. So if anything, we'll get a few things for Toy Fair, but I think all the big hitters are going to be at New York Comic-Con this year. At least for any special exclusive releases. Because I think the AGHK, the Hong Kong convention, is in a couple of weeks, if not next week. So we'll definitely see some stuff from them real soon.
Okay, so with the this is like the Toy Fair exclusives from before. So we got the Iron Man Mark IV Neon Tech
Yep.
blue. We got the let me see. Everyone can see this. Okay, cool. Everyone can see
Yep.
this.
Concepts are Captain America, King T'Chaka,
King T'Chaka, and of course
Darkseid.
the Grails of Grails, the Darkseid Anakin.
Yep.
Which remember, guys, this figure stat forever. Like I came in 2 years ago, starting collecting, and I was still able to get this. And this figure's been out for like what 2 years already. On top of that, and still hasn't sold out. That was crazy. Then the second run of Toy Fair exclusives, we had the Iron Man Mark V Neon Tech,
which is still available.
still available. It's almost gone apparently at Sideshow. Hell, you can still get this discounted at Amazon. That's crazy.
For $280.
For $280. And then of course our boy the Scarlet Spider, one of the best. If you guys are collecting Spider-Mans, this one is one of the best spiders from Spider-Man's from the PS4. It's great with posing, and it has such a great look for it display wise. You know what I mean? And the accessories are freaking awesome. This is one of the sought after Spider-Mans out there. I'm actually surprised the actual Grail status of this figure has gone down in price. Like you can this figure used to sell for $700 when it first sold out. Now you can get it for like $350. So,
yep.
Then you got the Stan Lee cameo. The astronaut from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, the Watcher.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favorite ones for Stan Lee. I'm actually surprised this one has not hit Grail because it's one of my favorite cameos of all time.
I mean, it doesn't come. Part of it is it doesn't come with an actual stand. It just comes with a rock, and you're kind of supposed to sit them down, not pose them. So I think it's kind of limited in what it comes with and what options it gives you. I think that hampers it a little bit. You know, and the rock they give you is freaking huge.
Big Daddy 64. Boricua Loboto Wepa. I wonder if that considers a freaking
Mr.
Loboto. Yeah, as you were saying.
Yeah. Now then we got like Two-Face. That actually is that sell out really quick?
It's sold out and it's back on freaking pre-order. Not pre-order. It's back in stock again.
Okay, yeah. Obviously for all the reissues and the Dark Knight DX and all that. So yeah, I mean that probably is the biggest success besides the Scarlet Spider. And then yeah, if you go down below, yeah. I hate to say it, but this might be the worst producing as far as revenue of any year of any of the figures they've done. The holographic Mark III just started to get put on specials because now they're doing it. They're giving you discounted price off and free shipping. Spider-Man 2099. I don't really know how that's doing with price, but I know people had issues with the suit, especially the spikes. Now,
the spikes were literally puncturing through the suit as you're reposing it.
Yep.
So, you got to be careful with the posing with this one. Yep. You know, this sort of like kind of like with the Iron Spider in a way as well, because the pointy parts do puncture the suit as well. So you got to be careful with posing with that figure as well. The PS4 version.
Yep. And then Ragnarok Stan Lee, you can get him for like $150 on Sideshow. That's market price without like literally they're just you put an order in your cart, they're saying, hey, here's Stan Lee, like 40% off, just take them, we don't want, and it's free shipping. And then Whiplash 2.0, you can get him off of Amazon right now for $250 shipped, which is cheaper than Sideshow. So
yeah, this is the reason why I do not see Whiplash coming back as his armored version, because this is not selling well. Like, it's a good piece to get if you missed out on it. I missed out on it. I'm picking it up because I would like
Mark V.
Yeah, I'm getting Suit Up Mark V. Yeah, so the Suit Up Mark V does help push this figure to sell, but still is in stock. You know, and you can still get it for retail, and also the fact that or below retail really, and also the fact that the actor keeps attacking Marvel after what happened. So that doesn't really help the actual character himself. So it diminishes the character himself if he just continues to attack Marvel. you know. And a lot of people don't like that, even if you know, especially if you're a big Marvel MCU fan, you don't want to see an actor like just attacking the company, you know.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I really want. I mean, I'm hoping we get a battle droid for an exclusive. You know, maybe not a B1, but more like a B2. Again,
So
that could be Mando, that could be Clone Wars, that could be Bad Batch. Okay, because we've all seen those three series have been B1s and B2s. So, and the fact we saw live action, like legit live action, with a hell of a lot better CG than, you know, Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. They looked like they were there, so.
what do you guys hope for SDC exclusives this year for Toy Fairs, man?
There's no San Diego Comic-Con this year, so they can't be exclusives.
Yeah. So right now we're going to be talking about Toy Fairs at this point. What I see right now, we're going to see an Iron Man. It's going to happen. Iron Man is a staple for Toy Fairs. We're going to get an Iron Man. Depending on which Iron Man, I don't think they're going to do the Mark 1 as a Toy Fair exclusive. That'd be weird. They will want to open up that one a lot more than being a.
If they're going to do anything, I think they do a die cast and they do something from House Party. And if I had to make a guess, the one House Party protocol suit that they would make in die cast that would fit in with the normal die cast line would be the Silver Centurion. I think if they're going to do any House Party suit, that's the one they do in die cast. Because that one is classic reference to the comic books, and just the way that suit looks fits in with the Core 7 without it looking too advanced or out of place.
Okay, I like that one. I actually would prefer Star Boost diecast.
I would have to grab that. I've said before, that's like the perfect amalgamation of a NASA spacesuit and an Iron Man suit. It's beautiful. Just throw a little, NASA sticker on it, and I'd love it.
Yeah, if they throw in a Star Boost this year for Toy Fair exclusive, take my money. Our dreams are going to be just dreams. Hottoys is like closed door candy store to us. Yep, I think they're doing house party for Toy Fair.
Well, when the door is closed, you get your shotgun, put a couple of slug rounds in it, and you take the hinges off, and you go in and raid it. And get your candy. We're not back in tour, man. Chill, Daddy, chill. Come on.
You're bringing back freaking the old days. I'm like, bruh, chill, man. Okay, so we got the Star Boost. There we go. Star Boost as a Toy Fair exclusive for the Iron Man slot. Will we get a Spider-Man?
I'm gonna say no, because there's gonna be so much happening from Spider-Man 3. I think they're gonna. They don't want to oversell their hand, so to say, or basically oversaturate us with so much Spider-Man all within a certain amount of time.
Look at this. Oh, where's it? No, where's the comment? It just disappeared. Everybody's just laughing. Note to self: call Don for my next candy store run. Call the Don. He got your back. Maybe Frogleg could be an exclusive. Baron Zemo, Shock Trooper Commander. Ooh, a Shock Trooper Commander. That'd be nice.
I mean, honestly, if they were gonna do something for Spider-Man, and they were gonna do Toy Fair exclusive, I think they would try to do something insane. J. Jonah Jameson. Why not? Because again, and just according to rumors, there's going to be multiple versions of J. Jonah Jameson, all played by the same character. You're going to go back and see the Raimi version of it. Then you're going to see the new version of him on the online one. So a couple of different versions of J. Jonah Jameson are going to be in there. And again, the Sinister Six, they're going to be in Spider-Man 3. I don't know if they're going to be going under the Sinister Six or the Savage Six, but it's going to be a multi-dimensional bad guy team of 6. So, and then again, with the rumors that you're going to have all 3 Spider-Man in this, I mean, just right off the bat, you're looking at 10 figures. And that's just the main characters. That's no secondary, there's no accessory figures.
I'm wondering if they do the Sinister Six. I wonder if Norman Osborn is going to be part of it because he's the one that created the Sinister Six. So I wonder if he's going to
The
be
Goblin
popping
is
up.
back. Willem Dafoe is back.
Mm.
Goblin is back. Like, and not Harry Osborn, like Norman Osborn, the big guy. And let's just say this: it might have also been confirmed because it was never said in the movies who bought Stark Tower. According to the leak, it's going to be Oscorp Tower now.
Yeah, if Mommy Sony and Daddy Disney are playing nice with each other, we might get more of these cameos. Because remember last year they were like,
just saying though, the Willem Dafoe thing is not supposed to be a cameo. It's supposed to lead without breaking. It's supposed to, let's just say, Armor Wars is supposed to be about the proliferation of Stark technologies. Let's just say, according to the leak, Willem Dafoe's Goblin has a lot to do with the reason for Armor Wars as a series. So.
Ooh, that too. Damn, so many different ways. So,
Well,
wait, go ahead.
One last thing. So the MacGuffin for Spider-Man 3, once again, is still going to be Stark Tech. But Stark Tech that the Sinister Stickers are specifically going after. So, yeah, Tony Stark once again is the reason for all the problems in Spider-Man's world.
No, don't sully that. Don't negate that name and bring negative to that name. The Nolan Volker name is that what Nick Fury said in Spider-Man 2?
Oh yeah, Captain. When talking about Captain Marvel, don't speak her name.
Or don't invoke her name or something like that. Don't invoke his name. But anyway, what we were saying. Okay, so we're back to the Toy Fair. So on the Spider-Man slot, we probably won't get a Spider-Man this year. If we do, it'll be another PS4 suit, and there's so many different suits. If we are doing a PS4 suit, I wouldn't mind a Sam Raimi suit to pop up in the Toy Fair exclusive, but they probably want to hold that for the movie, though.
Yeah, again, because they've already leaked that. Because here's the thing too, Mobius. You remember that trailer?
Yes.
The Spider-Man, the posters of Spider-Man in those trailers. That's the Raimi suit. It's not the Holland suit. So that's again, we talking. Is it an alternate dimension or is it different? So again, we might get that potentially linked to this Spider-Man in a different universe. So,
okay, for those who are joining right now, we are pretty much this is pretty much our end segment. We are talking about the Toy Fair exclusives. We were asked from the comments to talk about Toy Fair exclusives. So, if you want to watch any of the Bad Batch conversation, literally 2 hours of Bad Batch conversation is in this freaking stream. So, you guys want to go back and rewatch the entire stream, or go back an hour, literally 2 hours ago. There's your Bad Batch content. As of right now, we are talking about talking about some Toy Fair exclusives, and another one. Okay, and a one figure for the Toy Fair exclusive that can take the Spider-Man spot. That not anything in Spider-Man will be White Vision. White Vision can play a part in this Toy Fair exclusive.
Yeah, definitely. They've already, obviously announced the normal version of WandaVision Vision. Now, the white version, he's going to have a different head. That's obvious because there's an arc reactor in there, and the facial features are set up differently based on the colorations. It's almost like his face is a little thinner than normal Vision's, but I definitely could see that. I just hope they actually put a LED in his head, so it'll actually glow like an arc reactor.
Yes, and that was the one disappointment I had with the brand new Vision. It was literally just a 2.0 without the light up feature, and I would have loved the light up feature for his actual stone in his head sculpt. That would have been nice.
Yeah, I mean, if the thing is though, like the White Vision, he kind of needs it because he's not alive without the reactor being on, Whereas the Mind Stone with Vision, it's on when he needs it to be on, and then he just shuts it off, and it's never illuminated.
Okay, so the next one on the list is Stan Lee. Now, I don't think we might see another Stan Lee.
Tony Stank.
Yes, the Tony Stank Stan Lee cameo. If
The
we do
FedEx.
get another Stan Lee cameo, it would be that one.
And I think that potentially would happen because FedEx is keen to license their name and their products. So absolutely, I see that as happening with a legit FedEx shirt and like a FedEx package.
And a 1/6 scale FedEx van.
Well, not a van, but yeah, no, I definitely see no problem with Hot Toys and FedEx working a deal where he's wearing his blue FedEx shirt. He's got the package where it says, and you can read it. It says Tony Stank, and it's got the label on it. I definitely see that happening if they go that route. Again, FedEx, they'll play ball. They'll license that, no problem.
Okay, so if we don't get a Stan Lee this year, I doubt it. Let me see. How many Stan Lees have we had so far? One,
let me tell
two.
You. If we
okay, so this is the first. Okay, these are the first two Stan Lees. Okay, so if we don't get a third Stan Lee, what you got for me?
Korg and Meek.
Ooh, Korg and Meek.
Because they're coming back again for Thor 4. So why not? Plus, they go, again, in your Ragnarok shelf. They go in your EndGame shelf. Why not?
Wasn't it? I think it was, damn, what's his name? Jetta Patrol. I think it was Jetta Patrol who said, like, someone was talking to me one day about it. Like, Jetta Patrol announced that they're coming out with a Ragnarok figure, and it's taller than Thor. So if they're coming,
I remember that. And so that's kind of what because that must have been in the back of my head. Because again, what other character is bigger than Thor?
For Ragnarok, Hulk, they wouldn't do another Hulk. Or Surtur. Okay.
Or your options are pretty limited in the fact that it ain't gonna be a Hulk and it ain't gonna be Surtur.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Korg and Meek, they could be a Toy Fair exclusive, taking a spot for Stan Lee if they don't do a Stan Lee cameo. But I really really love them. I would really love a these are my options right now. I would really love a 2.0 Winter Soldier, the original Winter Soldier. I would love that, kind of like what they did with Whiplash over here.
Yep. They give them updates. The only thing is you're not getting the full reissue of the 2014 version. You wouldn't get the grenade gun. You wouldn't get the little minor things, but you essentially get what when he was crashing through the wall, ripping people through. He still has his face shield. I don't know if he has his glasses or his mask, but he definitely had the face port.
Hell, they can throw in. It could be packaged as the Falcon Winter Soldier reissue 2.0, but they could throw in the accessories from the original. The only thing they probably won't need to throw in is the actual mine gun, and they could throw everything else in there. They could throw everything else except for the mine gun.
I've got a curveball from you that's coming from way out in left field. Since Hot Toys is already announced and they're already doing Venom, why not a Riot?
A Riot Toy Fair.
Yeah, and again, because Carnage 2, Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage is coming out soon. So, and the thing is, the Venom that they're doing, I don't know if they'd actually do a Venom 2 version. Because considering the one we're getting is gonna basically take care of both movies. Now, I would say that we're not going to get a Spider-Man symbol on him or anything related to an arachnid symbol until, if Venom 3, if that actually happens.
Yeah, I definitely.
I was just going to say they've already hinted at Spider-Man in one of the Venom 2, actually multitude versions in the Venom 2 trailers. Like Cletus Cassidy killing, an arachnid that's supposed to look like the Spider-Man symbol. You've got the Daily Bugle in it, so yeah.
I would say they would do more of a Carnage figure rather than a Riot. Yeah, but they wouldn't make a Carnage a Toy Fair exclusive. They would literally have that as a public figure to be released, rather than.
And they're not gonna. By the time Toy Fair announces, the movie's not even out yet. They're not gonna pre-announce an exclusive to a movie that hasn't come out yet. So,
The Red Guardian. What do you think about that? From it's been teased. It's been teased on the Black Widow.
well, we've only gotten partial portions, right? We've got like the Han Solo teasing, not like the official face reveal or anything that gives dimensions. We've only seen body parts, right? Not
Yeah,
actual. Okay.
and it's not a poster or a scene from the movie. It's literally you can see the fabric. You can see that it's actually real. Something is real behind her. Like you can tell
Exactly.
like when there's a poster or a scene from behind, but literally it's literally a real character behind Black Widow in that in those promotional shots.
Ooh, I don't know. We could see Yelena, the new Black Widow, potentially as well, as a Toy Fair exclusive, because that movie opens up in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
By that point, because she's supposed to be the new Black Widow. She's the one that's going to be replacing Scarlett Johansson. So, what's her last name? Pugh, something like that. Um,
I
I
forget.
don't know.
Like
Yeah.
I haven't been following much about the Black Widow. Only the fact that it keeps getting delayed. But we're finally getting a freaking release for it. But okay, so a lot of people have been talking about it, especially single songwriters. They're dropping a lot of Star Wars stuff. He's been saying, "What about Armor? What about Cobb Vanth? What about Mandalorian Luke?" I see Mandalorian Luke as a Toy Fair exclusive to take the spot of Stanley versus
Potentially,
versus
yeah.
versus Armor or Cobb Vanth. Even though
Well,
I'd rather have a Cobb Vanth and a Armor for Toy Fair exclusive because Mandalorian Luke would work better as a full release for more sales because everybody wants a
yeah.
Mandalorian Luke.
Well, here's the thing. I'll say specifically Cobb Vanth. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Cobb Vanth went bye-bye when Rangers of the New Republic was announced that it was being canceled. That was Gina Carano's show, and he was also tied to being in that as well. Since Gina got fired, Filoni had to rewrite the script. He couldn't do it. He canceled the show. So I think when that died, any chance of seeing Cobb Vanth back in that variation died, and any merchandise with him died along with it. That's what I believe.
Well, Book of Boba might revive Cobb Vanth because literally Book of Boba is also taking place in Tatooine. Then we got Cobb Vanth. Maybe Cobb Vanth is working with Boba Fett, and Boba Fett knew about
Yeah,
Cobb Vanth because Boba Fett was bothering his armor.
But how many people buy Cobb Vanth without Boba Fett's armor? Because the armor is the
Uh,
selling point.
yeah, but here's the thing though: Hottoys might drop a Cobb Vanth eventually because it is a Boba Fett armor, and Boba Fett armor sells. Like
True.
hell, you could strap Omega with a freaking Boba Fett armor, and they probably pop that out. Wait,
True,
Boba
true.
Fett, throw it in. Hell, like I wouldn't be like if Star Wars 1313 didn't fail or didn't get canceled. I bet Hot Toys would have been all over that suit.
Yep. So,
So yeah, as far as a Toy Fair exclusive, if we're gonna throw in a Star Wars, it'll probably be a Mandalorian Luke. Like there's gonna be one Star Wars because of Mandalorian and the hype for it. Because we haven't seen Star Wars in a minute. After 3 slots, we haven't seen Star Wars in a minute. So for this year, because of how popular Mandalorian is and how many people are asking for Mandalorian Luke would possibly maybe with an R2D2 pack for the Stan Lee slot.
yeah. I mean, I think that's the safest bet, Mandalorian Luke. I mean, the armor, that's going to... If they do the armor, I think that would be a normal retail. So... Omega Fett. Day one pre-order.
Omega Fett Day One period. Hell, that might happen in Book of Boba Fett.
Omega Fett?
She,
Sorry, that sounds like more like a Transformer than a Star Wars character.
Omega Fett transforms into Boba
The
Omega.
Razor Crest.
The Razor Crest. Get out of here, man. All right. So now we're down to the last slot. And the last slot we've had so far was Toy Fair exclusive Darth Anakin, Grail. Two-Face reissue 2.0. okay release. Still not selling as well. You know, uh, Toy Fair exclusive 2.0 Whiplash. Unless you're getting the Mark V, this one's going to sit for a while. Now for the mystery slot for this one, there could be many.
Yeah,
They could
I'm
do
gonna go.
so many with this.
I'm gonna go with Oh God, oh God. Not the Scarecrow, Batman Scarecrow, Bale Scarecrow, because he's been in all
Bale
three movies.
Scarecrow.
Yep, and you
Hmm.
could do him either, and he could have the Cillian Murphy head sculpt, and then with the mask head sculpt, because he's appeared in both. Remember when he was the judge? He was still a Scarecrow, but at that point he wasn't wearing the mask anymore.
Hmm.
So I think that, especially given all the reissues, the Tumblr, the new DX coming out, Two Face being put on another run after the initial run sold out. Yeah, I think that's a real possibility of Scarecrow.
Okay, I know Eric and Rob said this. Joker, the 2.0 DX. Here's the thing, though. If they're gonna deliver us another Joker, I think they'll wait till next year for DXs because I think they capped down DXs this year. They gave us okay. So let me go through the DXs. Ahsoka DX,
Two of them.
two of them. Dark Knight DX, and then who was the other one? Who was the other DX? Who was the other
I
DX?
think there was the two versions of Ahsoka with and without Grogu. There was the Batman
That's right. There's only
revamped
three.
suit.
There's only three DXs so far every year. So far, last year it was two Darth Mauls and then solo Darth Maul.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're capped out. I don't think they're going to throw us a fourth DX Joker. And they're gonna, and there's talks that everybody's been saying it, like it was going to be a 2.0 DX Joker. If that's going to be the case, it's going to be next year for pre-orders. It's going to be revealed next year for pre-orders, and we probably won't see it come out till 2024 or the end of 2023.
Long wait.
Long wait for that one because we're in line with a lot of figures. Okay, so everybody's throwing in some good stuff. We got the Hammer Drone. We got the Boba. Wow, clean Boba Fett. Clean Boba Fett.
I don't think so. I think they're gonna ride that train and they're gonna open that up to everybody. That's the type of figure you don't make exclusive. Especially like what they're doing with the fact if you want Tamora Morrison's head sculpt, you have to buy the 2-pack. I don't think they're gonna drop an exclusive clean Boba Fett at Toy Fair. There's too much money they're losing out by making it exclusive.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. Okay, so we covered our Marvel. We covered our Star Wars. I think this one could be the DC Cyborg. It could be the DC Cyborg. I'm just saying right now, this could be everyone's cyborg everybody's been asking for. They can throw it in as a DX, not DX. They could throw it in as a Toy Fair exclusive and call it a day. With not many releases, not many productions for it. It'll be limited. It might even sell out before anybody else because they probably have a cap on it because they don't want to do more than just the required amount even if the pre-orders are that high. There's something's going on with DC and Hot Toys that Hot Toys does not want to give us. There's so many opportunities Hot Toys could deliver us a cyborg, and they didn't. Especially with the hype of Justice League, they do not want to give us a damn cyborg, or they don't want to put the production work on it. And if they're gonna deliver us a cyborg, this is one of the best ways. Is limited, and they don't have to do much production on it.
Exactly. I mean, if they're gonna do a cyborg, it's gonna be minimal. It's gonna be bare bones and not many accessories. It's literally gonna be, hey, we made it. If you didn't buy it, have fun on the secondary market. We're not touching this again. This is literally one of those one and done figures. Once they've done it, they'll put it in the archive. They'll never revisit that mold again.
Yeah, I'll be I wouldn't be surprised if I do a day one pre-order on it. Like I don't want to play games with Cyborg because with
Yep.
all the crap that we went through with Cyborg, yeah, I wouldn't play games.
Now, Jared,
Um,
Dericus Maximus. Yeah, I've also, like in previous ones, I said that I think we could get another Catwoman reissue. I absolutely think that because, work on the costume a little bit, reinforce the material. But she was only 180 when she came out in the U.S. So even at a reissue, you're only looking at 210 to 215 realistically.
And here's another thing, guys. Just letting y'all know, if you guys really want to hop on that Catwoman from Dark Knight Rises, if it comes out as a reissue, the one thing you gotta maintain maintenance on that figure. You gotta maintain the 303s on it, even if it's a 2.0, even if they update the material on it, it still has that pleather issue. It will disintegrate over time. It's one of the worst ones from what I can remember. One of the worst ones, next to some of the Batmans that came out a few years ago. So if you guys gonna get pleather figures, all pleather figures, maintain the 303 maintenance on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, anything related to that, like I'm building a custom pauldron right now for Stormtrooper. So, and again, I've got leather. I painted it. I conditioned the leather and then I sealed it using, clear varnish. Same thing. Even if you do custom stuff, if you paint stuff, seal it, protect it, clear it up. Same thing. So just another survival tip. No matter what you do, put, sealant on it, clean it, just take care of it.
Yep, take care of it because it will disintegrate before your eyes. But pretty much, guys, that's all we have for today. I think we've touched on a lot of figures that we might see for Toy Fair. So we touched on the Bad Batch, Cad Bane, Cad frickin' Bane as a damn hot toy would be amazing, especially since we are getting him back into Bad Batch, and he's probably going to be one or the villain in the next few episodes because he took Omega. So
yep.
And Hunter got his ass whooped. Okay, he got his ass whooped. I was like, Hunter, you don't know what you're doing, bro. Don't do this to yourself, man. Cad Bane was like, oh, it's a clone trooper. I got this. Let's see.
Hunter's get to the shuttle. Get to the shuttle. Omega, get to the shuttle.
It didn't happen. But yeah, guys, if you guys have a chance, please like the video. It really helps out the channel. And hopefully, guys, we'll be able to come back for another stream next week. I'm hoping again Wednesday 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I know we had a lot of fun that day with we had like 5 people on the stream just talking about hot toys. It was a lot of fun. Denobi, PJ, us, freaking Aries, Cisco Cantina. Now Aries, because of what's going on, with a lot, pretty much busyness with family and all that. He might not be able to pop up for Wednesday stream. He might, but we'll see what happens. I know this week we had planned for it because he had a window of opportunity to join us in the stream. So I'm just letting y'all know that we are working things out because pretty much the scheduling is what's affecting us through the summer. His schedules are changing. As far as me and Don Prime, we're able to come in and do our streams on Wednesdays. I might be doing a stream on Tuesday for a cleaning stream. I'll set up and I might be able to set that up in the next few days. I would like to do I gotta clean my Star Wars. You see, gotta clean the Star Wars here and my Star Wars extras down here. I need to clean them up before I can move them elsewhere in my freaking display case. Because that's once I get them cleaned up. Oh, what's up?
Oh, and just like as you might see, I've got a new case I'm working on right now. So that will be the new props and TV stand, and I might throw the quarter scale Mark III in there.
Quarter scale Mark freaking 3 in there. How is that coming about, man?
My replacement should have Wednesday. I'll be flat out. Sideshow actually shipped me my replacement while the broken one was already en route. They didn't even wait for it to get to me. So apparently they verified, weight matched, shipping matched, and they sent me, the new one 2 days after I sent them the return back through UPS, and they shipped it out. So yeah, like the night we were running the stream, I got 3 emails from Sideshow. Your IG-11 is shipping soon. Your Scout is shipping soon, and here's your tracking invoice for your replacement Mark III. All within 40 minutes of each other after the stream.
Oh my god, guys. I don't know. I'm fine doing Bacardi streams with the unboxings, but I don't want to mix alcohol and my cleaning, especially since I can mix the substance from the alcohol with my damn figures as I'm cleaning them. I don't want to put that in that situation. Yep. Unboxing is a different story. Unboxing, I have more control when I'm moving my stuff around as far as taking it out the figures from the damn box. But as far as figures are concerned, on the table, like literally, I'll have about maybe 50 figures, okay, or either 30 to 40 figures on the table cleaning. I gotta maintain. I gotta be my best. Yeah. I probably take 2 shots because I probably do 2 shots. But that's about it. I can't go any further than that. The most I have is just water and probably soda. But Wednesday, I don't know. Wednesday, I might do some drinking that day. So
Jack Daniels cut too.
Jack Daniels cut. But like I said, guys, as far as like my Bacardi streams, we might have to skip the Bacardi stream. But that's the thing, though, guys. Unfortunately, with the original Bacardi cut, it got destroyed. It's in the freaking black hole. It's in the dark realm, in the shadow realm. It's not coming back. That stream is never going to come back. That's why I want to do more Bacardi streams.
Yeah, it's with Maximilian in the black hole. Like 10 people may have actually got that reference.
Oh my god, dude! So that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. So for this one, it's going to be just a cleaning stream. I'm not going to go all Bacardi on y'all because I need to focus on cleaning. I'm maintenance and then applying all the 303s and the sealers for the boots. I'm also going to be doing the boots as well. So a lot of these Star Wars figures got those pleather boots, which is annoying.
Bacardi cut is in storage at the NSA.
And the NSA. Don,
You're not that far off from the truth, though. That's the thing.
I'm gonna have to call the NSA. Yo, freaking Don, get me some connections. Did you have to build like a DTOF?
Well, not like a DTOF. It was I had to build it. The thing is, this actually took me. It was easier to build than a DTOF, because basically you build the frame, but and then the side glass is it's on tabs, so there's already slots pre-drilled. And the back of this is not like the wood material. It's not the papery material. It's the back is actually like hard plastic with slots already pre-drilled out to run wires in the back. So it's actually it's IKEA, but it's not that bad actually. They match really well with the Maji cases. But again, I wasn't gonna get a DTOF. Those things are too small, and yeah, anybody who's had in the past, those things will shatter. Not necessarily the shelves, but the actual panels that you can put into the wood. Those will shatter.
Yeah. Great stream. Great stream as always, guys. You two are out of your freaking minds. You know who's out of your freaking minds? Freaking Rob. Freaking OG fan. We're talking about some Bacardi cuts. I'm like, are you out of your damn minds as I'm cleaning my fingers? Hell no. Hell the flip no. That's not gonna happen. Okay? That's not gonna happen. All right? I'm not gonna let that happen to me as I'm cleaning. Now unboxings, however, I'm gonna make my unboxings being my Bacardi streams. The Bacardi streams are gonna be my unboxings because I can do better. I know what I'm doing as far as unboxing the figure, of course, and doing light poses. Now, if you guys did watch the stream with the heavy Mando was just falling all over the place. Boom! That guy's a big boy. That guy's heavy as hell, man. He'd be like falling. No, like this. Not like this. I need to do like a Bacardi cut stream, a Bacardi cut version of just how many times the heavy Mando just fell. He's just you can see on the camera too. He's like, no.
All right. Well, hey, single songwriter. It actually cost me $119. It was one of those things I was actually tracking this for a couple of days in like the store that I would go to. It's 70 miles away, so like I checked last night and it's like they got a restock. It's like, yeah, we have 9 in. So I got my butt up this morning and I was literally the first person in the door. Got the bin aisle, on my way to self-service, picked up some lights. And then literally within 20 minutes of me being in the store, I was in my, packing up everything in my car and getting the hell out before the rush got in. But yeah, it's called a Rudsta and they're $119. There is a version that does come with lighting. However, it's not normal lighting. It's part of that IKEA home network integrated lighting. So you have to buy like an LED driver in addition to the case. That's $140. So you can do Wi-Fi, IKEA wiring, and lighting, but you've got to buy the additional, like the hubs and power setups.
All right, good information there. I didn't know that.
Yep.
But all right, guys, that is all we have for today. Anything else you want to say, Don Prime, before we head out?
Nope. Just stay safe. We'll see you guys on Wednesday night. And hopefully we'll be towing in some guests.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Like if PJ wants to pop in, I know PJ popped in today, but he was busy, so he couldn't pop in with us. But usually, with PJ, he sometimes pops up for Wednesday, and then we also got our boy Denobi, who likes to pop in to share his wisdom of collecting.
Yep.
But anyway, guys, hope you have an awesome Father's Day. I hope you enjoy your time with your family. I do appreciate everyone that took their time to watch and stay with us talking about Bad Batch and talking about, Toy Fair exclusives. I do appreciate you guys, and hopefully the stream is available after it's done, because I don't know, Disney might see the freaking deleted scene of Boba and they're like, oh, okay, copyright.
Well, it can't be copyright if it's not canon.
You gotta be there. You gotta be there. But you should jump on PJ's stream. I can't. I literally gotta go to work right now and prepare to go. But anyway, guys, I hope to see you guys in the next one. And I'm yours truly, the Dice Boss here, and my boy Don freaking Prime.
Just remember, Happy Father's Day, and I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
And may the wet buzz be with you always.
All right.